Hey.
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 Hi, Wes.
Hello.
Hi, Honesty.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
My beautiful wife. My beautiful best friend.
Oh.
You guys know where we're at right now?
I know that I'm beautiful.
Well, I guess that's all that matters, huh?
Nobody's ever told me I'm beautiful before.
Really?
And-
That's a lie.
My wife might
I've told
have
you
said
that you're
it.
beautiful before.
She might have said that at some point.
Are you talking about people other than me? Because I'm sure that I have called you beautiful before.
Okay.
At least once.
Well, see, you just don't let me have things.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You don't let me have things.
No.
Yeah. You don't let me have anything.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't.
You're a good best friend.
I know.
But where are we?
We're in the basement.
This is the most above ground basement I've ever seen.
And you know what's above us?
Do I need to say it?
I mean, you don't have to. I guess I'll say it.
I think it's the laundry room.
No, Amelia's room is above us.
Is the
Oh.
is the basement above us?
No, we're in the basement.
Oh. Sorry, there's no bad answers.
Yes, there is. There's actually a right answer to this.
No, I mean we're an accepting and open space here. There's
Yeah.
no wrong answers.
Yes, there is.
No, there's no wrong answers.
Welcome to Blue Skies from the Basement. My name is Austin.
No, what's above us?
Joining me, as always, is my best friend, the Savage Dad himself, Wes.
I can't believe you're not gonna tell me.
I
tear it up a
I
little.
just said what's above us.
Well, you said blue skies from the basement, but that's a podcast.
Blue skies is above us.
Oh, okay. No, I get it.
Because we're in the basement.
Yeah, no,
and
no,
then
wow.
What
but it's
was
dark
above
outside.
us? Oh my fucking god.
No, good point. I hadn't thought of that yet. You guys ever see the Austin's not in a great mood, and we're already pushing every button that we can possibly find. You guys ever see 10 Cloverfield Lane?
No.
No.
It's with John Goodman, and he's got like a bunker, and it's like the end of the world, like quote unquote. You're not really sure like the world's actually ended, and he hasn't just like kidnapped this chick who got in a car accident and took her down to his bunker. So she keeps trying to break out because she's like paranoid and doesn't believe it. And then obviously it's a Cloverfield movie, so like duh, the end of the world happened. But it would be really funny if that whole time like it was a bunker, but like you could see like it was above ground and like it was just like this. Like if the bunker was just this space right here and that was
Yeah.
the whole movie, it'd be a lot funnier.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Joining us again is my wife over there. Honesty, she's off camera, so you guys can't see her if you're watching on YouTube.
I ruined your intro.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, you've ruined my night already, so there's that. That's just basically where we're at. So.
Cheers.
Yeah, fucking cheers to that, dude. I drank like half of my beer while you were sitting there talking. I was like, I'm gonna need this.
I should start an OnlyFans, but it'll just be like me on the podcast. Like you have to pay to like see me be on the podcast.
That's actually really fucking smart.
Yeah, that's a genius idea. That
We could
should
do a
actually
whole separate feed of just you, and then we can just throw the audio into it.
Yeah, make that money.
Yeah, make that money.
Yeah.
When I'm just sitting here in my little blue star pajama pants that your mom got me for Christmas like 3 years ago.
Oh yeah. You just made some dude hard out there.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like you should describe yourself since they can't see you.
Yeah. What's that shirt you're wearing?
It's from Toy Story.
Who's on it?
Is his name just Rex?
Rex?
I know who it is, and I can't see the bottom of your shirt when you were like showing it either because like.
I mean,
It
it's
says-
a pretty iconic top half of the head, though. You should be able to figure it out from the top half.
No, I know, but she was like pulling it down like I was like able to see the whole thing.
What
and I was telling you
information
that
were you missing to be able
I
to
wasn't
say?
missing anything. That's
Okay.
why I said I know who the
It
character
seemed like you
is.
did-
I wanted her to answer it.
Okay.
She is describing herself. That's why I asked her.
Oh, good point.
Anyway, it
So we
says
ruined the OnlyFans already.
It says "rar."
It does say "rar." It's a cool shirt.
Thanks to
Mhm.
my sisters, but
Yeah.
it's mine now. She doesn't listen to the podcast, I don't think.
Oh, that's fine. Do you want to just do the podcast now since we've checked him out entirely?
Yeah.
Cool. So I know we talked about our weeks already, but
We did.
yeah. Well, but what else is going on? While he
Um,
chugs the rest of that.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
To get into this shit.
Hey, what's up?
So remember how we shouted out Clara
Yeah.
this week? Well, she sent me an Instagram DM. Okay. So I'm gonna read you that DM right now.
All right.
She said, "LOL, I appreciate the shout out. Great podcast, very funny. And to answer your questions, number one, I am out all night every night because my parents are almost always away on business trips, so I have no supervision.
That's
Depressing?
depressing, and
A
also
little
I
bit.
kind of guessed that, like,
Yeah.
given the list of things that I've already heard that happened to her. I'm like, well, she just doesn't have anybody watching her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel it. Like, my parents were gone a shit ton when I was younger. Like, either, like, pool league or, like, they were in a bowling league, I think, at one point. And then just always being out. So, like, half the time I was at home by myself anyways. So I
Yeah.
just go out knowing that they would be home at, like, some certain time and be back before then. And then go and sneak out in the middle of the night anyways.
I mean, yeah, if you've got a single parent, I went through a similar situation, but different circumstances. But yeah, if you want to get away with some shit, just tell your mom that drugs are super cool and that she should be doing them. Get your mom on drugs and you get away with all sorts of shit.
Till she's not around anymore.
Then you get away with even more. Like, my dad lives like in a different city. He's busy.
Can you give me another beer, please?
If we're already
thank you.
starting on the dead mom jokes, you're gonna need it.
Yeah.
No, Clara's awesome, and I haven't even met her yet.
Yeah. There's two more points.
Okay.
So number 2 was I'm not actually crazy. I just like to party sometimes, which I can understand that. I
Yeah.
get that. You know, I've got some crazy party stories and shit. I mean, you know, we've all been there.
Yeah.
So, and number 3, oh cool, it's the fucking double blend one. That's like, what is the fucking? This one's 7.3. What's this one? That one's 5.5, and I think the regular one is 5.
Yeah.
And number 3, I'm out with a giant group of boys because I am one of the boys.
What was that one show? There was a whole show on like TBS or whatever that was about a girl who was one of the boys. Man, I'm so old now.
No idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. I'll figure it out.
You're like, yeah, I'm sure you don't.
I'll figure it out and then make a game based on old sitcoms that you know nothing about. That's what'll happen.
Heard that.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So Clara, thank you for clarifying. I did not even like.
You were the worst.
I did not even.
Here's your dadge.
I will take that gladly. Actually, I was there's a face that Jim Carrey makes, and I don't know what movie it's from, but he's like sitting there like.
All of it. It's every single Jim Carrey movie.
So he's making that like. This is the face he's making, like, and I'm gonna be that person or that dad where it's like Christmas morning and like. Your kids like give you a gift, and so you like unwrap it, and you're like, "Oh, a cardboard box, just what I wanted." And they're like, "Dad, you gotta open it." Like that's gonna be me.
Yeah.
My whole life. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna get Amelia with so much shit. Like, it's my whole life. It's just fucking with people. It's just my entire like. That's my personality. It's like fucking around with people and having fun. Like,
I think that's why it makes you so mad when people get on your nerves, because your whole thing is that you get enjoyment out of getting on other people's nerves.
no, I don't get on your nerves. That's not my intent. Is not to get on your nerves. My intent is just to play around with you and to have fun. Y'all are just fucking annoying.
You have the advantage of seeing yourself from your viewpoint,
Which is the right point, okay? That is the right perspective.
all right, God complex. That's cool. It's fine. Reality is what you make it.
Exactly.
I thought we were all masters of our own reality.
No, you live in my reality.
I bet I don't want to say that Clara seems like the person that would do some like backhanded shit, but I bet she is the one that gave us the 3-star review and then hit us up with like, great podcast, like super funny. Did you see we had a 3-star review?
No.
Yeah, we have a 3-star review on
No,
iTunes
we
now.
don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do, and they didn't say who they were.
It was anonymous?
It was just yeah,
Or like some random fucking.
yeah. It
It
wasn't
was
like
me.
It better not have fucking been you. I swear to God, we were gonna fight right
when,
now.
When we were fighting the other day, I was mad at you, and I was like, you know what's really gonna piss him off? No, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that.
It probably hurts me more than it hurts him, because then I see it, I'm like, what?
Where was it at?
Oh no.
It's on iTunes.
Oh, they didn't write anything.
No, they just gave a star review.
Oh, you fucking asshole! Whoever the
just-
fuck you are, fuck you.
It's average, and then that's it.
You son of a bitch.
And they're not wrong. It is.
No. No. No.
We're like
No. We are a 5-star podcast for what we are. We are a 5-star podcast. Don't you dare fucking dishonor this podcast right now.
No, it's. I mean, we're like the B movie of podcasts.
That's exactly what we are, though.
Yeah,
Like that's what we're supposed to
we're
be.
the campy B movie that you fall in love with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That you are supposed to fucking 5-star us on Apple.
Well, not everybody loves the. Not
I don't
everybody
f-
loves fucking. You know.
If
like,
you're not gonna give me 5 stars, then don't fucking star it at all. Like
Okay.
whoever that is, you're just being an asshole.
all right, some people didn't love Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Okay, like
So you don't go write a review about it.
people only write reviews when they absolutely. Well, that defeats my point that I was about to make. But I was gonna say either they absolutely love it or they absolutely hate it. There's no in between. But this is the one person that was just like 3 stars. Like
They were like, meh. I'll listen to it in my spare time.
not a lot of people just put meh into the universe. It's either like one extreme or the other. This person just went.
I mean,
"Eh."
I guess thank you for not putting a 1 star and being like, it's not Joe Rogan. Like, this shit sucks.
That would infuriate me even more if it was just 1 star, no review. Like
Yeah. Yeah, at least if you're gonna 1 star me, like, you better write a fucking review. Or they're like, this isn't YMH. Like, what the fuck? 1 star. I'd be so mad, dude.
we never claimed to be YMH. We just like YMH.
And we copy a lot of their topics.
Yeah.
And we stole the TikTok idea from them too, so
A little bit.
But we can do that. That's not like trademarked that. you
No.
know. I'm sure there's other podcasts out there that do it too, but YMH is just the one that me and you know about. So
Well, to go off my entertainment thing from earlier, like it's like The Walking Dead had The Talking Dead after it. And it was
Oh,
like a
yeah.
show about a show. We can
yeah,
do a show about a show. There's precedent for that.
I think that me and you could totally do like a YMH like recap podcast. Like,
That'd be hilarious. An
not-
unofficial YMH recap.
yeah, but who's gonna listen to it?
YMH fans.
You think?
I mean,
If you go and listen to the whole episode, and then now you're going and listening to 2 fucktards talk about the episode that you just watched, you need to get a hobby other than listening to podcasts,
When you
okay?
put it that way. I was-
What other way is there to put it?
I thought we were pretty entertaining.
You were just bashing us saying that we deserve the 3-star review.
I didn't say we deserved it. Well, we are that type of podcast, though. We're a 3-star podcast. We don't deserve it. We deserve your 5 stars.
People that put the 5 stars, I can't thank you enough because we both know that it's not a 5-star. You're just helping a friend out, is
Yeah.
basically. Like, I'm sure that all of these people that have given us 5 stars and written a review are people that we, like, know.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like some random person that just, like, found us and then when they were like, oh my god, this is funniest shit ever.
To be real, it's probably one of the CSGO people that you told about the podcast. Somebody who you just played randomly with and mentioned it to, and they listened to it.
I
We're
know
like, "Meh."
exactly who it is.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Yeah. Detective work done. Solved.
It was, when
Say
did you
it.
when did you see the review?
Like a week ago?
Oh, a week ago?
Maybe.
Maybe I don't know who it is.
It was last weekend.
Cause I just today played a game with a dude, and I mean I was doing pretty well. I was playing like a wingman, and I think I was like 10-1 at one point. Like I was going off.
Yeah.
And he like puts in the chat, and he's like, "Oh, you're from Ohio?" I was like, "Oh." He's like, "What part?" I was like, "Cebus." He was like, "Columbus?" ? I was like, "Yeah." Right. And I was like, oh, like, where are you from?
I'm from.
Or he was like, where'd you go to school? And I said Pickerington, and then he said he went to Orange.
I feel like
Orange?
Olentangy, Orange.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that's it. But I told him, like, I added him because I was like, oh, you live in Ohio, like that's cool. Like I always like to have local people to play with, even though you're fucking trash.
I like to look to camera.
At CS:GO,
Trash.
he is fucking trash. I was murdering these kids,
Yeah.
and they're like way higher ranks than I am in Wingman too. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, I've been fucking murdering people. But anyways,
shooting gun video game.
so I like sent him a message after he added me as a friend and was like, hey, you should check out my podcast. And he was like I forget exactly what he said, but it was basically just like, you only added me to tell me about your podcast. Was basically what his comment said. And I was like, well, you're from Ohio, so you'll get some of the, local references that we talk about.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we gotta push the pod. What does he expect?
I mean, yeah. But I was
It's
going to
not like
say,
you're asking him to spend money or like
Right.
join a pyramid scheme.
I was like, we're on all major platforms and we're on YouTube too. So, like, go check us out. And yeah. And I was going to say it would have been him because I fucking murked his ass. But what I thought it was funny was that he checked my profile.
Yeah.
Because he probably thought I was cheating. And so, like, when people think that you're cheating, they'll go check your community profile. And then you can see people's games and how many hours that they put in on it. So he probably went, saw that I was from Ohio, and then checked my hours, saw that I had, like, 1,700 hours in CSGO, and then was like, oh, okay, now this dude's, like, legit. And he's from Ohio.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was funny that he went and checked my profile out because I was whooping his ass.
Right. Okay.
So I was going to say it was him, but if it was a week ago, then yeah, it was probably
Probably not.
like some casual person where I was like boosting the podcast and just like putting it on there, and somebody went on there and was like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, probably.
3 stars. Or it's somebody who's like legit critiquing us, and they're like, you guys could be better, which we definitely could, but I don't have the money because nobody fucking donates to our Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, all at BlueSkiesPod.
Hell yeah. Good pivot there. Good plug.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I don't know, man.
What kind of beer are you drinking?
What kind of beer are you drinking,
60-minute IPA. It's a Dogfish Head. It's kind of got like a little bit of like a cinnamony spice to it, like very undertone. But it's very IPA. Like, it's pretty bitter.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I love it.
That's good. It just looks really cool.
Yeah, Dogfish has cool logos, cool trucks. When I see their trucks drive around, they've got like the all black and white like skeleton fish logo.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go into another shout out because
Shout out.
I got a new tattoo today.
Yes, you did.
As people can see by the shiny arm over here.
I was waiting to ask to see the full thing until we were actually on the pod.
Well, you can't really see it now.
No, I know.
Because like, especially now with the Sanoderm on it, that it's just like some of the ink bleeds out and then it just makes it into like a glob. The photo that I sent you was probably the best that you're gonna be able to see it until I take this shit off in 4 days.
You know, podcast though.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's fucking huge though, dude.
Yeah,
like
dude.
it goes like from here all the way up to here, and then like back here to all the way back around. Man,
Yeah.
it's fucking. I love it though. Like when
It's really cool.
I can't wait to take it off. Like when he first did like the first like the actual like I forget what it's called, but like the stencil. Like I thought that that's just what he was gonna do. And then he went in with like the fine tip and added all these like small lines and shit. And I was like, that is dope. I was like, that is the extra flair that I needed on this thing. And like he definitely like accents it. Like it just spreads it out a little bit more and it just makes it look so much better.
But it looks great peeking out from under the sleeve too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, that was another thing. And like where the sleeve sits is like right in the middle of the symmetry of it. So it's like. It's just fucking perfect. Like where it's placed at, and like I fucking love it. And he was charged about it too. Speaking of who this is our buddy Cesar that we've known for years down at the skate park. You can check out his Instagram at scorpionspirit_. So SCORPIONSPIRIT_. So you can check him out. And let me see where the fuck Oh, he put me on his story.
Hell yeah.
What up?
Yeah, I saw you post about it already too. I was on Instagram before I came over here. Oh yeah, that looks great.
Yeah, I fucking love it, dude. Hold on, let me
Yeah.
see if I can play it again. Cause
Yeah, dude. That looks fantastic.
yeah, he did
Especially
it.
fresh like that. Like that looks really good.
He did a really good job with it.
Yeah.
I really like it. Hold on, let me go find his fucking shop because I know it's
Oh, I just had it on the tip of my tongue when I was saying too.
I know it's Ink Empire.
Yeah.
And they are located at 4270 Groveport Road, Obetz, Ohio. If anybody would like to go to my buddy Cesar, but hit him up on Instagram. Check out some of his stuff. He's a really fucking great dude. Really happy that like he was charged about it too. Like when he got done with it, he was like you could see that he was like happy about it because
Yeah.
he had been wanting to do this style, and that's what I told him too. I was like, I want you to do something that you want to do that's like original to you, like that nobody else will have, and like that it's in a style that you would want to do. Like I want you to be the most comfortable. Like this can definitely be like a portfolio tattoo for you.
Yeah.
So this is something that he's been wanting to do for a while now. And I just happen to be that person that was like, I will give you that opportunity, man. That's what I want from tattoo artists. I don't want the flash sheet and
Yeah.
that
Dude,
fucking
fuck that.
50 other people have got out there. Like if I'm going to get a tattoo and it doesn't really have like a lot of meaning to it, that it's not something specific that I want, then what I want is for the tattoo artist to come up with something that's original for them and that's like in the style that they would want to do it.
Yeah.
And like whatever you're going to be the most comfortable in, you're going to have the most fun doing. And at the end of it, you act like Cesar, where he was like, dude, this is awesome. He's
Right.
like, I fucking love this.
That's what
He's
you want to
like,
see is somebody who's like proud of what they've done. And also,
Yeah.
I think we talked to our previous guest on the tattoo episode. I can't remember his name.
Dominic?
Dominic, yeah. We talked to him about like the feeling of somebody walking around with like your art on their body, and like especially when you have just done it and you get to see like the final thing, like how visceral that must be, and how like you must get like a release of endorphins and stuff. Like,
Oh, I'm sure.
when you feel good about it, and you're like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I mean, shit, I'm already working on getting another one from him. So,
Yeah.
hell yeah, man.
I definitely want to get one or a couple from him in the future. When
I told him that we're probably going to see each other a lot. I was
Yeah.
like, I might just start coming to you and then I'll help you, like, also kind of spread out your style a little bit, too. Like, I'll start asking for some specific things just to kind of get you a little bit out of your comfort zone. And then I can kind of be that person, like your blank canvas base. I'm not completely blank, obviously, but somewhat of a blank canvas for you to just do freely on, and then I'm not going to be mad about it.
yeah.
Like, I already have 2 shitty tattoos, so.
That I mean, while you're here, and that actually reminds me, speaking of shitty tattoos, and I kind of wish Cesar was here for this.
I know, I wish he was here too, but I'm
Yeah,
sure
we'll get him on eventually. We'll have him on, and we'll talk to him about tattooing, and I'll tell him what I want, and
Yeah.
we'll talk to him about other shit too, because we've had him on before, but it was one of the live episodes, so you
Yep.
guys go check that out.
Oh, yeah.
But I do have a shitty tattoo game.
A shitty tattoo game. So how are we going to play this?
So I have them in my Discord. I don't need the soundboard for it. So I'm actually gonna exit out of my soundboard now.
Okay.
I'm gonna unplug that and unplug that. And I'm gonna go to my Discord and pull up my game.
Okay.
So I have all the pictures of these tats, and I will show them to you, and I will send them to you when we figure out what the correct answer for this is. But basically the premise of the game is that I'm going to give you multiple choice, A, B, C, or D.
Okay.
Which of these is the real fucked up tattoo? Or no, sorry. Let me clarify, and I'm going to edit that part out. Let me clarify. Hey.
Hey.
Call back.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm keeping it.
We're not editing anything out now.
Making my job way easier and making it longer for me to listen to while I edit. Which one's the fake one? So there will be 3 real and 1 fake.
So we have to figure out which one is the fake one.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna describe 3 tattoos of like
I'm gonna
what?
describe 4 tattoos.
Oh, okay. 4. Sorry. 3 fake or 3 real, 1 fake. Yeah. Okay,
Let's
I
get
got
it right.
Okay,
so
I
that
got
the
it.
listeners are on the
I got
same
it.
page.
No. We're good. We're good. 3 real, 1 fake. And we have to figure out which one is the fake one. Now, are
Yeah.
you gonna describe where they're at, or are you just describing like what the tattoo is?
I have a one sentence. This is the tattoo, and this is where it is at for almost all of them.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Like it's a spider on your butthole.
There's some spiders.
That's a real one.
I'm sure it is.
No,
I'm sure somebody's
no.
butthole is a spider. Oh,
It is.
Oh, I think you have told me about that one before.
Yeah. I think I
actually.
showed you that one. I
Probably.
feel like I showed you that
I
one.
probably blocked that out.
We were probably drunk too. Like, let's be real here.
Do you like his tattoo? Before we go into this, I wanted to ask you when you.
What is your honest opinion about it, babe? Do you like it?
Well, like I told you before, it's not my style. Like, it's not what I'm into. Like, I like American traditional.
Yeah.
I think it's really awesome.
That
Like,
sounds like
I-
you don't like it.
No, I think it looks cool on you. Like, I just wouldn't personally get it for myself.
Well, yeah.
Does
that's
that mean
not
that
what
I wouldn't?
I'm asking you though.
But yeah, I like it. I do like it. I think
Okay.
that it fits your style. It's your aesthetic
I think
for
so,
sure.
too.
And it does look good, like
He did a great
popping
job.
out of your sleeve.
Yeah, I really like that. And we like talked about like different areas and stuff that we were gonna do it. And, like back of the calf was gonna be one of them, like on my left
Ooh,
leg.
that would have hurt.
Yeah, that one would have hurt.
Yeah.
Or
You should get a back of the thigh tat.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
only if I can get your name.
We
There
should
was
go
some-
get butt tattoos.
There's some great butt tattoos on the
Mhm.
internet that you can find. I looked at a lot
Can
of
we
bad
clarify?
tattoos.
Can we clarify, please? I will get a butt cheek tattoo.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, because we've seen. Well, y'all haven't seen it.
Oh, you mean a tattoo of a butt?
No.
A butthole
A
tattoo.
butthole
Oh,
tattoo.
yeah.
Okay.
There was one that I saw that somebody had on their forearm, just a lady shitting, like full on naked, squatted from the behind like view, just shitting on a sidewalk with somebody's tattoo. I was like, cool.
Was that
Cool.
like that show where your friend picks out a tattoo for you
Oh,
and you're
probably.
blindfolded for it?
That might be where some of these came from. I didn't do any research on who these people were. I found jacked up tattoos.
Would you want to do that?
I don't
We-
think
we
my
each-
wife would let me.
We each pick out a tattoo for each other. We can't tell each other what it is.
But I
you
could get away with it.
blindfolded for it. Let's say we get it like on our legs.
Yeah,
So somewhere like you wear pants all the time anyways, nobody's ever gonna fucking see it.
that's true.
Except for your wife.
Yeah.
Which then I could make it specific to your wife. And
I
then
have pearlescent legs. I wear pants so often.
do you wear pants in the swimming pool?
I'm not the dude that wears the shirt in the pool. I wear full on jeans. No shirt, jeans. No boxers. Fucking commando, jeans in the pool.
That's what's up. Yeah, if you send me the photo of the fake one, or
Of
wait,
you in jeans in the pool.
how are you sending me the photo of a fake one?
Oh, well, I will send you the photos of the 3 real ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you send those to me, I can put them up on the
Yeah, exactly.
on the video. Yeah.
That's why I did it this way.
What up?
So you guys will get to see the real bad tattoos, and you'll just have to imagine the fake one that I came up with.
Heard that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I like it.
This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into it.
All right. A real tattoo or nope? Which one's fake? Round 1.
Okay.
Animal edition.
Animal edition.
Animal edition.
Ooh.
All right. Connect the freckles. Snake. Back tattoo. So like a connect the dots, but connect the freckles.
So side story to this, my grandma Valentine, while she was dying of cancer in her bed, I would she'd only want like one kid in there at a time because it was just overwhelming to have more than one person in there at a time. So like when I would go back, she would always say that she wanted to take a Sharpie and connect all the freckles on my face. And I should have fucking let her, man.
Yeah.
Because I know it would have made her happy, but rest in peace. Anyways,
All right, so that's A. Connect the freckles. Snake. Back tat.
that one's real.
Full
Calling it.
full face. Giant spider hugging your like it's on your nose, but it's like full size face tattoo. Like your whole face is being hugged by this spider.
That one's real. The dude's probably bald too.
I don't remember. C.
Well,
Bicep.
thanks for giving that one away.
Well, I could be throwing you off.
Who cares?
Yeah.
It's real.
Bicep tat of a unicorn being butt fucked by a dragon.
That one's real too.
Or, final one, belly tat of a cat, but the belly button is the asshole of the cat.
No, I've seen that. I know for a fact that one's real.
Mhm.
So, fuck. Maybe the spider
C.
one. You're gonna go with C, the unicorn? I feel like that one's like. I feel like I've seen that one too. What was the first one again?
I'm sure the fake ones that I've come up with exist somewhere. It's just that I didn't see them. So the first one is Connect to Freckles Snake.
I'll say that one's the fake one because all the other ones sound like they're real.
Okay.
Send me the real ones.
So let me.
Wait, what did you?
scroll-
You said C, the unicorn getting fucked by a dragon. I feel like that one's definitely real.
Well, that's what I'm going with.
All right.
Final answers?
Yep. I'm A. She's C.
C.
It was
C is
C?
the fake one.
Damn, I'm
Yeah.
salty. Well,
I was not confident at all.
I know what my next tattoo is gonna be.
So give me a second here. I'm gonna download each of these. I'm gonna download them all now. Cause I have them in my. I sent them to myself.
What? When do you? What?
I'm sorry. I mean, I can edit this down. There.
So now I have to do extra
No,
work
it doesn't
too?
take. Look, they're all there.
Is that what you're telling me? God
Okay,
damn
so
it.
honesty.
Oh
Connect
my
the
God.
freckles.
Oh my God! Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Let me
If
open
you haven't
this
seen
up.
the cat butthole, that one's real.
So there is the
That's a
snake.
nice cat.
Right? They did a great job on
Connect
the
the
cat.
dots. The cat one, like I said, I've seen. Oh, you can't see. That one's like super small, and
Oh yeah, these are just grabbed from Google.
yeah, that one's fucking stupid.
That
Oh
one's
my
the
God.
most fucked up.
The spider face
Easily.
one is easily like, dude, why?
That's
Thank
so
you.
terrifying.
Yeah.
That
and
is
it's just like that. You just ruined your whole life.
No.
He has like his whole nose is black.
Like
What
I'm
the
not
fuck?
saying like I like
I like
a
face
good
tattoos.
amount. Yeah, I honestly think they're
Don't get
pretty
me wrong.
cool. When they're done like well, when it's like around your face, like
Yeah.
especially the ones that are like up on your forehead, like around your eyebrow. But a full face tattoo of a spider is just like a little bit excessive.
Well,
Do you think he got that? No.
this next round definitely has some face tats?
I was gonna say, did he get that in fucking jail? But no.
No, I mean somebody actually put some time and effort into that. Like that's one of those ones that like he might have had a couple sessions done.
That's ridiculous.
To commit to that,
This is the point
nuts.
where, like, you as a tattoo artist, and we talked about this with Dominic, where
Yeah.
he was like, no. Where you have to be like, no, no.
Yeah, it was his buddy that did that or something.
Sir or woman, ma'am, I'm going to need you to reevaluate your life decisions right now and realize that this is not one of the decisions that you want to go with.
Yeah.
Because that's just fucking dumb. In my opinion. Now, who knows? Maybe his nickname now is Spider-Man, and everybody loves him.
That's probably what it is. Maybe his name is Miles Morales. He's the white Miles. You don't know who that is? Okay, you don't. You see, you don't like Spider-Man. You don't do superheroes, you fucking asshole. Well, now I'm mad at you. All right, round 2. This is the dumb edition.
Dumb
So
edition?
we did animals.
Mm-hmm.
This is now dumb edition.
You'll probably be really good at this one, babe.
Mm.
All right, first
Straight
one.
to the heart. Straight to the heart.
I
Yeah.
took it as a compliment. Like he knows dumb really well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, she was calling me fucking dumb.
Well, it does take one to.
Real recognize real? Yeah, fuck you. Fuck both of you.
All right. Gaming headset microphone tatted along the jawline. That's A. B. Inner lip tattoo, like this
Yeah.
Mhm.
says meow.
Of the inside of your lip?
Yep.
Okay.
C is mustache replacement style. So like where your mustache would go, split in the middle and everything, with like a little twist at the end. Pussy eater. Or D, removed eyebrows and replace them with wrongfully convicted in script lettering. I'll run through them real quick again. Gaming headset jawline, inner lip meow, mustache pussy eater, or eyebrow wrongfully convicted.
See, I feel like the last one is real, because that was definitely a prison tattoo. See, this is me thinking about too much, and then I start explaining like why I think that each one. I just need to answer it.
I'm gonna say A is fake.
I think that it's A too. I don't think that. I would hope that somebody doesn't getting a gaming mic, and I feel like you put that in there for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. You're 2 for 2. You got one.
Hell yeah! Got one. Okay, let me see these other ones, man. I gotta see them.
Alright, here they come.
Oh, jeez. Oh, it's a white dude too. You
The-
fucking.
Wrongfully convicted one is probably my favorite of the bunch.
Oh my god.
At least
You-
they don't make him look like surprised all the time. At least they're
No.
like,
Yeah.
They're kind of good looking eyebrows.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll grow back at some point too, right? His eyebrows.
He's gonna keep shaving them. That tattoo's on fleek.
Oh. Oh, wait a minute. I thought I didn't catch that. When you were explaining the replacement mustache, I thought you were like literally talking about somebody got a mustache like tattooed, like a replacement mustache. I didn't know that there was the words pussy eater as their mustache.
Like some people just like
Don't think.
don't want a job, I guess. I don't know who would hire somebody with that tattoo. Like,
So he's apparently killed 2 people because he's got the double teardrop. And he
Yeah.
also has "fuck you" tattooed in beautiful script on his scalp.
well, I guess he just doesn't care.
Clearly not. But what's funny is that the white guy was like in a prison fucking outfit with like clearly like a mugshot. And this dude's just like at a shop.
Yeah.
with pussy eater on his top lip.
The last lady that has meow looks like she's gonna die alone with nothing but cats.
Oh,
Yeah. She got that tattooed on her inner lip because she wants her cats to lick it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really wanted to like copy Bam and
Yeah.
get the heartogram tattoo on the inside of my lip, but I'm not gonna do it.
You gotta get those like updated all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Because
do.
lip skin grows back too quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'd be fine with. That just means that I get to go see, a tattoo artist every now and again.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hey, can we do this tattoo? And then when you're done, can you just, run over this real quick? It'll take them fucking 5 minutes to run over my lip real quick. Like, it'll
Yeah.
just be added to the part of the session every time I go get another tattoo. I'm just like, hey, can you touch this up? And then there you go.
Right.
But no.
It's still a commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm not. Which is obviously why I don't have it.
Yeah. It was one of the. Did you guys watch the Blade movies?
Yeah, we talked about the.
no.
Oh, we were talking about that music that you were showing me
Oh yeah.
I
It
was like,
sounded like the Blade techno
in the club when they're in the club.
when it starts raining blood.
Yeah.
What?
The first Blade, pretty early on. It's one of the first scenes. There's like
Yeah.
a rave happening in a nightclub, and like this chick takes a dude there, and then you find out she's a vampire that lured just a human there. And then blood starts coming out of the sprinklers from the ceiling, and then like the lights start flashing like strobe style, and they all just eat this dude in the middle of the dance floor. It's like the beginning of Blade,
It's a vampire club. Like there are a bunch of vampires.
and you find
Wow.
out that they if the sneaky ones have their like insignia on their inner lip, and that was like one of my main problems with the movie is like show me the vampire tattoo artist that's updating this every few weeks for all these fucking vampires so that they know who each other is. Like
I mean, they probably got multiple ones.
I'm sure they do, but show me it if
Yeah.
that's gonna be part of your lore.
True.
It's probably in the comics, but whatever.
It
Maybe
could be in the-
vampire tattoos don't fade as fast.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Maybe vampire cells don't regenerate. They're that. Hell yeah. See, this is why you're on the podcast. You're smarter than both of us.
I don't know about that.
Thank you for realizing that.
We both just say dumb shit, and then she's like, "This is funny and correct."
True. Whoa.
Hey,
Whoa.
Windows noises.
Yeah. Wish I could turn that off. But
All
that's
right,
not a thing. Okay, so next round.
this is the last round. So
there's
this
only
is
3 rounds?
yeah. Well, this was a little more time consuming.
Oh, okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
I had to go through a lot of really bad tattoos that I wish I could show you all of, but
Mhm.
it would take a long time to send them all.
We should do that sometime. I mean, you should just sit down in a Discord some night, and we'll just share screen and then go and look at all the shitty tattoos.
Yeah, I really liked that one night that we did that with Fleer, where like we were all just chatting and like I was
You were going through
I was hosting a Google session where like we pulled up it was some random search engine.
You
Fuck.
just type in something random, like random numbers or something like that. Because it was like,
That was a random image search.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you type in like just something random, and then it shows you all the images that have like those letters and numbers in
Yeah.
it or something like that. Yeah.
And there was like people's personal photos that they accidentally uploaded publicly to places, and now you can just find them on the internet. And we were just making
Yeah.
fun of shit. That was a lot
Oh
of
my
fun.
god, yeah, we were having a great time.
Yeah. All right. Round 3, final round, offensive edition.
Ooh.
Had to save this one for last. These ones are people who chose to get literally the most offensive thing they could possibly get tatted on their body permanently.
So swastikas.
That might be one of them. Did I choose to? We'll see. All right. A. 9/11. 9/11. 9/11. Well, government conspiracy.
Here's one of them compared 9/11.
Jet fuel doesn't melt steel. All right. 9/11. 9/11. Flaming twin towers on the leg with the text, "It's raining men." And there's like burning bodies falling out of the building, tattooed on like where you were gonna get yours. Imagine that on the, but instead it's the burning twin towers with people jumping from it, and then "It's raining men" underneath.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that one's, I like that. Now, well,
No,
I don't like that.
That one's fucked up.
I did chuckle at how stupid that person is, though, when I saw it. B. Suicide bomber gear tatted around the midsection. So, like, full-on dynamite and clock strapped to the body, and the timer says 3 seconds left. You guys are both uncomfortable during this round.
Yes.
I like it. This is my comfort zone.
I'm just trying to think. Keep
before
my head in the game.
Before we get too late, because I'm going to start the TikToks after this, send me all the TikToks that you have.
Hell yeah. Look at that. You're on top of shit.
Yeah.
All right, so A, flaming twin towers, it's raining men. B, suicide bomber gear tatted around the midsection.
Yeah.
So when this guy takes his shirt off, he's a suicide bomber.
Oh my god.
Portrait of Snooki on forearm after she got punched in the eye that one time. So
that one's totally real.
full on black
I
eyes.
hope so.
Because people who watch Jersey Shore are fucking crazy.
Because it's the best.
No, it is not. I fucking hated that show. It was the
They-
most stupidest show ever. They were literally paid to act like a fool.
They did a silent library episode.
I know.
It was great.
Now that would have
It's
been
such good trash.
Now
Mhm.
that I could watch,
Great
but like the
content.
actual Jersey Shore fucking show, no, that shit was so fucking dumb. Why do I want to watch people go get fucked up and then yell and scream at each other over dumb shit when I can just go do that in my regular life and experience it myself?
The kids I sat at lunch with in high school at one point were giving each other Jersey Shore nicknames. So like we call each other like the Bicep, like like Johnny the Bicep Davis. Like Jersey Shore was the shit, dude. Fuck you. Oh, it's not plugged in. I just tried to own you with a drop.
Do you want me to go into your whole high
No.
school experience right now? Because we've
Fuck
got
me.
multiple things that make you the biggest nerd I've ever met in my entire life.
We were talking about magic on the last episode, and I used to go around from table to table and do card tricks for girls I thought were pretty.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You wrote poems for chicks.
Yeah. The one time I wrote a poem and then put it in red watercolor and then splattered red watercolor over it and then crumpled it up a bunch of times and unfolded it a bunch of times so that it felt like toilet. You know when people would do that where they would make it feel like toilet paper so that it looked like it was like blood-stained cloth with a poem written on it? Why am I telling you this on the podcast?
I don't know.
You didn't even need to say anything. I just fucking outed myself more.
You were like, oh yeah, and I've done this. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I have. Sorry, just one.
You were...
It's all good.
Me and you would have been best friends, though. That's the only
TikToks
problem
anyway.
is that, like, me and you would have been really good friends.
Yeah.
Like, in
And
high
people
school.
would have judged you for hanging out with me.
And they already judged me for me just being me in the first place, so it would have been fine.
Yeah. It would have
I
worked
didn't
out.
judge you.
You shut up.
I didn't judge you ever in high school.
We barely talked in high school.
Oh, I didn't judge you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I didn't judge you either.
that's good.
Did I ever tell you guys that I used to think the lyric was "It's too late to call a judge"?
What?
No
No. How do you get it's too late to call a judge from it's too late to apologize?
I was 14 and naive.
And had bad hearing,
Yeah.
apparently.
I don't know. What?
I just saw the curtains move.
Susan?
Maybe?
Oh no, she's right there.
Either that was a glitch in the Matrix, or I just saw the curtains move.
Like, did they scooch a little bit? Or did they, like, go like this? Because my back's to him. Fuck you. Like, we were already talking about a ghost earlier. Like, I'm not doing this shit. I ain't scared of no ghosts.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like I saw a move and like.
Dude, fuck you.
I'm sorry.
It was like pulled out towards me
I
and
know,
shit. Like,
and it was over there though. It was over on the
Oh,
other
okay.
side. Yeah. Are you sure you closed Amelia's door all the way?
I mean, we would have heard her, right?
Yeah, maybe if she decided to climb out of the
I'm gonna
thing,
go look.
be able to open the door.
I'm not looking.
I'm not fucking looking. We're in the
Go
middle of a
look.
podcast. I'm the one that's on camera. Okay.
So.
I'm so terrified right now. I didn't
Listen,
lock the
I
front
don't
door when I
think-
came in.
You son of a bitch.
Honesty's
Oh,
leaving.
now I gotta go check. God damn it, dude.
I'm remembering that I didn't because I didn't think about it. Hey, fuck you, whoever's moved our. Get out of the house.
You would have heard the door open though, right?
Right. Austin dies. And then it's just me and you and the dog, and we're gonna figure out what the fuck. I'm no good. Like, I'm not gonna be. We're dead. Fuck. He was our. Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's be real here. If anybody was gonna save you guys, or if
You were-
anybody was gonna help save anybody, it'd be me saving y'all, dumb.
Seriously, we shouldn't have sent you because you're the only one that will help the other one survive that's left after one of us gets killed. Fuck. Oh, that was legit terrifying, guys. Did the camera see it move? I'll have to watch to see if like there was a rustling in the video.
I'm telling you, either my eyes are fucking with me, or that really happened.
Did that just happen?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, either it was a glitch in the Matrix and like I just reset, or that bitch moved. Okay, just saying.
Maybe it was just settling. I don't know. Like maybe it like was stuck on the wall and scooched a little bit or something. I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, you know what it is?
What?
Oh
Oh.
no, that turned it off. Maybe it wasn't that.
No, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I think we just have like some effects that we need to adjust a little bit next
Yeah.
time. But I can always fix the crackling that's happening in post.
That's whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, back to
All right,
whatever the fuck
round
we were doing
three.
before.
Final
Before
round.
we all die from whatever that was.
Offensive edition. Flaming towers on the leg with its raining men.
Uh-huh.
Suicide bomber gear tatted around the midsection.
Uh-huh.
Portrait of Snooki on forearm after
Yep.
he got punched in the eye that one time.
We know for a fact that one's real.
Or I heart on one eyelid, Hitler on the other. When you close your eyes, it's the full thing.
Who?
Let me get those ready to send.
Who?
I think D is fake.
I don't think so. I don't think that D's
Whoa.
fake. So we know C and D are real.
Snooki and I heart Hitler. I heart Hucka Hitler.
So I'm gonna go with B because I think that A is real.
Or I heart Hitler bees? Whatever. Nobody's gonna get that reference. Nobody that listens. Maybe your dad.
Maybe.
What's up, Dad?
So I'm gonna go with B.
B?
Yeah.
Your wife is way too good at games. You should always just go with her when we play a game that doesn't have a guest.
Good point.
Yeah.
No, I make my own decisions.
Yeah. No, you're your own man, and I
Yes.
respect that about you.
I
So
am
I'm gonna send the
I'm a
3 that are
man.
correct.
Oh my fucking god. No fucking way.
There's the bombs around the midsection. This guy's a real G.
Like what? No, hold on. Before you keep going,
He also has bars in the nips that I like that.
like he's got the nipple piercings. Okay.
Made one good decision.
What was the reason for you?
Or two good decisions.
What was the thought process with you getting that? Like what in your life led up to the point where you were like, I'm gonna get a suicide bomber strap?
Are you questioning this man's religion?
I am questioning this man's life decisions.
He's a jihadist. That's why he got it.
That looks like a white dude. That looks like a Kyle, bro.
There's white jihadists.
That's a Kyle. You can't see it.
Is that what we're calling
you
dude
can't
Karens
see
now?
You can't see it, but
Karens
he's got
and
a
Kyles?
monster in his hand that he's holding. Okay.
There was some really good monster tattoos that I almost put in the game. It was almost round 4. There was a dude who had the monster text like in their font on his forehead.
No way.
It was great. And then he had a monster cheek tattoo, like the 3 nails. All right, here's the Snooki one, which this looks like the person has a real bruise on their body and then got a tattoo over it, almost.
It does.
Wow.
The artist was pretty good though. I can't lie.
That's what I really wish Cesar was here for this, because every single one of these, I wanted his opinion on whether or not it was actually good work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then probably the most fucked up of all of them. At least they're stick figures. You gotta give them that. But it's also not the best work, and the color could have been better.
Who the fuck gets this shit? Obviously a white dude.
Well, it's like what we were talking about. You blindfold your friend and then have them get a secret tattoo, and somebody's friend is a neo-Nazi, and they didn't find out until then.
I would fucking murder you. I would literally murder you, like, right then. If that's the secret tattoo. Because I feel like when I said that, I felt like me and you, we would get each other tattoos that we would want.
Yeah.
Or that we would think that we would want. Like, if it might not, like, you might not necessarily, like it, but it'll still be a dope tattoo. And you'll be like, oh, I can appreciate that it looks cool, even though, like, maybe I didn't really want this type shit, you know?
Yeah.
It's not going to be something like that where you're like, this is fucked up.
Let me find. There was one that I almost included in the game when you said swastikas. It's almost clever, because I've never thought about LOL like that, but it's definitely upsetting.
Oh, that's just sad.
That's definitely like a 4chan internet troll.
That's just sad. Whatever that is, your life is a fucking failure, dude.
There's some real good ones, though. If you just type most offensive tattoo into Google, you come up with some good shit.
I'm sure you can.
A lot of people get full-on McDonald's receipts on their forearms, and that came up a lot. Like, there was
What?
several of those. And I was like, is this the same McDonald's receipt that I'm seeing? And no, they're all different ones.
The only time that I would ever get a receipt like that is if I went to, like, McDonald's or Taco Bell and bought one of everything on the menu, and then took that receipt and took it to a shop and then was like, put this, like, down my rib cage.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you should do that. You should get a fast food receipt tattooed on your body at some
Yeah.
point in your life. No, those are smart decisions. We're making smart decisions
No,
at all
because
times.
then
If
so-
you listen to us,
if-
you know
listen,
to take our advice,
if
because we
anybody
make
if anybody would ever
smart decisions.
if
in
anybody
our
would ever
lives.
question you, you could pull your credit card out and be like, look, these are the last 4 digits of my credit card. Look at the receipt.
You're trying real hard to come up with a good reason for this.
I didn't need a good reason. I bought one of everything on the fucking menu. That was a good enough reason. You're really fucking pushing my buttons here, man.
I like pushing your buttons.
Fuck you.
You should like it too.
I do.
Oh, ooh, hey, ooh.
All right, everybody take a deep breath.
Dude, there's a ghost. I can't fucking. I'm still hot.
It was after that one shit that happened to you at work,
Yeah.
where your like hair got pulled down your fucking shirt.
I believe in ghosts now.
No shit, really.
Did you hear that story?
I've heard that story.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
scary.
Fuck that. And I didn't before that happened, and now it's just like, I don't know. I wish they would fuck with me more so I could be sure. But not like that.
No, yeah, that was creepy.
Yeah.
So TikToks, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
I'm
ready?
down for some
Everybody
TikToks.
ready? I'm trying without fucking everything up.
I'm gonna try since I'm actually gonna unplug all this again, and because my phone's actually charged this time.
Do you have the Blue Skies account?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I can't log into it though.
Cause you're logged in at home.
Yeah.
It should kick you off.
Well, I don't know my password.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just always signed in.
I was gonna say because I only have one account. Mine's the same and I can like the only time that it'll kick you out is if I'm in the voice chat on my computer and then I hit it on my phone, it'll kick me out. But I can be on Discord on my computer and then still like message on my phone.
I was gonna try like selfie cam setup type thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that'll work though.
I mean,
We can
it
try
might.
it.
Most of my TikToks though were like
Audio.
yeah.
That's good.
It's more for the audio than anything else. So.
Well, hold on. Let me see if this works. No.
No.
There's no good way to.
My phone's like, oh wait, I'm on 20%, so I could
That kind of works, but you can't really see it.
FaceTime you, babe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Siri, FaceTime my wife.
Making a FaceTime call to my.
I like how it just says my.
It just thinks her first name is my last name wife. Hell yeah, patriarchy.
Can
even
you
in
answer the
Siri.
fucking? Oh yeah. Oh. Oops.
Hell yeah. We're so professional. You
I
guys
know.
listen to us for the professionalism. That's why people listen to this podcast.
I don't know how well. Oh yeah, you can see that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
We're good. Go ahead.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to. There we go, and here we are. Turn your volume down all the way.
And you're not going to be able to hear them through that either. You're going to put the
You
headphones
have to
on.
put the headphones on.
It won't go down all the way.
Wait, so does that mean that mine's like playing audio?
Can you mute yours?
Can I mute mine?
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. I didn't know that the audio was coming through on yours though, because mine doesn't say that it goes all the way down, but I wasn't hearing anything coming out of it. I don't know, dude. We're just fucking up.
It's
all
all
right.
good.
You ready?
Let's do these TikToks.
Here we go. TikTok.
Awesome. TikTok.
Kevin, is this your boat? No, it's actually my dad's, but he just said I could use it because he's never home.
Yeah, man, that must be nice.
Having a boat?
No, Dad.
I thought that one was pretty good. I'm not
My
gonna
dad
lie.
got me this cool boat. Anytime anybody talks about their mom.
Yup. God, your life is just
The best
shit, dude.
at all times.
Your life is just straight shit.
Did I tell you my apartment tried to tow my car for no reason?
Yes, you did.
God
Yes, you
damn
did.
it.
This one is for Jacob.
Yeah, I see some scoot scoots.
This is for Scoot Scoots
Ah,
out
scoot,
there.
scoot, 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 scoot.
Okay, this is for you, Scoot Scoots. Love you. Keep scooting. Yep.
Shout out Jacob.
Yeah, baby, you don't really need to watch this one, but.
Yeah!
Fuck yeah! So it was like a
Wow.
360, and then whatever the fuck that last part is.
I want to see it again.
I got you.
I'm sorry, but
No, you're good.
I was expecting a bail.
Yes!
He did like a fucking
Fuck yeah!
360 body roll.
Wow.
It's crazy. That shit was just.
nuts.
It was nuts, dude. I was like, holy shit! Like, I gotta put that on there just for Scoot Scoots.
Yeah.
Scoot Scoots needs to see that.
What's up, Jacob? Hope you're watching.
He'll be like, oh my god. Oh hey, this video actually is for both of you right now. I was just gonna say it's for Wes, but yeah. 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 Oh fuck me, dude.
What? What'd you do?
I got too excited.
Oh, did you not?
I didn't show the people.
Oh, we got.
You a bitch. You know why you a bitch? Cause I said so. You just a bitchy bitch. You a bitch McBitcherson. You a bitch McBitch. I go to McDonald's and get a McBitch because you a bitch.
You call
Bitch.
This? This is why you're showing. I'm a bitch. We're bitches.
I'm so sorry, people. I'm so sorry. I'm just terrible at my job.
This is why people listen to the show, though.
Because we fuck up all the
Yeah,
time.
no, there's a charm to it.
This
Yeah.
Okay.
She looks like I'm
So-
gonna be annoyed by her already.
So here's some pretense to this one.
Okay.
The description for it said, for all intents and purposes, this is a joke.
All intensive purposes,
Yes.
it's a blessing in disguise.
But I just want you to
in the-
understand
In the blue skies.
that this does not prove anything. Okay?
Okay. It's called a sack.
This does not, say it with me.
It does
This
not
does not prove
prove
anything.
anything.
Okay.
I do.
You ready? Are you ready for this, Wes?
Hey, I hear you pee your pants.
Maybe I do, so?
Then do it then.
No, that proves everything.
No, it doesn't.
You made me repeat it like it was some sort of contract that I was signing.
Because
like they're gonna
it-
turn me
it
into a
was.
human Sentai
No,
pad,
because
but
it's
no.
exactly what it was. You said it on the podcast.
You're such a fucking dick because I didn't know what I was signing up for. No, fuck you. When you die, nothing happens. Fuck you.
So, I already agree with you on that.
Yeah, I know. I said that. I was like he's Christian. I don't know. You a Dane Cook fan? I don't know.
So yeah, it doesn't prove anything, but that one was for you.
Thank you
You're welcome. Babe, this one's for you.
proving my point and then being a dick about it.
Yeah, that doesn't prove anything.
Jack,
Mm.
want to play the peg game?
What?
The peg game?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sure. Okay.
Okay, so you take this and then you jump each of the pegs and then you have to leave one in. Your turn.
Oh, that peg game.
So cute. That was cute. Dirty cute.
Yeah, that one made me giggle and think of my wife.
My wife really wants to peg me, and I'm slowly coming around to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do it. I mean, you don't have to get anything like super big either.
You and the internet have been slowly convincing me. I mean, between you and the internet, you're doing about a 50-50 job between the two of you, and I'm almost there. I just
mean-
need somebody that listens to the show to just like shove me over the edge, and I'm getting fucking butt fucked by my wife.
I saw a post today that it was like if a dude likes getting pegged by his girlfriend, is he gay?
No, he's more of a man.
You think, wow, whoa.
If you're willing to let your wife be in the dominant position, or whoever you're dating, which if that's even how you look at it, but if you allow her to take the normally masculine role of being the one who's doing the pushing, then yeah, you're saying I'm man enough to step aside and let you be in that role. I think some people would look at it as being weaker or being a cuck, but I hate the term cuck.
Yeah. No, same. And like I saw a lot of posts on there in the comments that were like, that dude is like fucked a dude before. I was like, you're okay. So now you're technically like speaking out of context here and bringing up hypotheticals and saying that dude could have never fucked a dude before, never sucked a dick, nothing like ever, never been attracted to a male, but just likes the anal stimulation. But like, there's just people out there that just don't have the fucking processing power in their fucking brain to understand that. Like, I mean, with me, I'm fucking bisexual, so it's a whole different thing. But now when we're coming to you, who's somebody who's a straight male, but you're like slowly coming around to it, and it's like I don't know how far you've gone with things up your butt, but
Oh, we've talked about it before. About a Sharpie.
oh yeah. So
I-
that's not too bad.
I uncapped a Sharpie with my asshole.
It is different though when you've got something bigger up there. This is a whole new thing when like you almost feel like you're pooping, and so like part of the way through it you're like, am I pooping right now? Or is my wife pegging me?
Okay, you're
'Cause-
slowly backing me out of wanting to do this because I
It's-
don't want to
it's-
be questioning
No,
whether
no,
or
no,
not
no,
I'm
no,
pooping.
no. It's just a weird feeling. Like
Yeah.
it's just like.
I
But
already
once
have
you,
enough of
but
wondering
you-
whether or not I'm pooping in
you
my
get
life.
over, you get over that.
I don't
really?
Need, I don't need more.
Oh,
of it.
really?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Same.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll get there. But
It's basically like I don't want to hear myself talk. It's basically
It is
like
weird.
you're like, oh no, like what if I'm like pooping and then you're like, oh, this feels really good. Then you're like, well, it's my like significant other. Like he saw me birth a baby, so if I poop on him, then
if I was gonna poop on anybody, I would just be happy that it's her.
I'd poop on you. Is what your relationship is.
Yeah.
And that's what me and my wife are slowly working towards. We're
Well,
gonna get
I-
matching shirts that say, "I'd gladly poop on you."
Me and her were literally talking about this the other night, where
Yeah.
I was like, "Do you think that we're gonna get to the point in our sex life, like at some point, anytime down the road, like if we spend the rest of our lives together, do you think that we'll get to the point where we start like pissing and pooping on each other?"
Scatological.
At the beginning of the night, it was a no. At the end of the night, it was a I don't know, because some things happened that night.
It's a long journey, and we'll see when we get there.
And at first, like, we didn't like poop or pee on each other, but some other things happened, and we were like, yeah, I feel like we could get there at some point, like probably like 20 or 30 years down the line. I'm like, all right, go ahead, shit on my chest, it'll make me hard. So you don't need to watch this one because you sent me this one, but this is the TikTok that my wife has sent me.
Awesome.
So I have no idea what this one is.
It's an honesty talk.
It's an honesty talk. This is really what this is what you were like, the podcast needs this.
Yeah.
She's like, I looked at TikTok for 10 minutes, and this is the one.
No, I'm on TikTok a lot.
She said she had a whole bunch the other
I
day.
thought I did.
And now
as
she's
you were
like,
scrolling through, that's the one you
But
chose
yeah.
to I love it. I fucking love it.
You don't need to see the video. You can just hear it.
oh my god, no,
For-
you need to see the video.
For the people just listening, this woman abuses her children.
That is definitely not abusing. He came up with that idea. And then his mom was just cool enough to be like,
she is
yeah,
stone-faced, breaking his ears.
that is true. That is true.
And he's screaming through it. The only reason he's yelling like that is because both his eardrums are bursted. Originally, when they were first doing, because this is like their sixth take.
Is
when
there
they were,
some blood coming out of his ear?
Yeah. When this is like their sixth take, when they were first doing it, he was beautiful. He was like an operatic singer. He sounded just like the trumpet. By the end of it, he's just fucking tone deaf.
Yeah.
Sounds like
This-
me doing it.
This is the exact opposite of that father and son where the dad has the trombone and
Yeah.
his son's like opening and closing the oven and he's like do 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 and then his son chimes in with the oven. Do, 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 do. Yeah. Yeah, that was kick ass. Dude, get the fuck out of here.
No, let her be.
Just keep getting stepped on then, bitch. I don't give a shit.
My under tits are sweating from that TikTok.
Oh my god. That's the one that got you though. None of mine get you, but my wife is over here fucking making your tits sweat.
She gets me.
I'm so fucking done with this fucking night with both of y'all. Like I'm fucking tired of it. I'm just I can't with either of you. I'm so
Oh, do you need a vacation?
I need a blowy.
You don't get one. Oh fuck!
That was the wrong time to say that, huh?
Well, you gotta blow yourself.
I can't.
We'll figure it out.
I've tried.
I've tried too. I've always been too fat.
I'm just not that flexible. I'm not fat like you. I'm just not that flexible.
I can't. This relates to the poop story, and why I didn't know that I'd pooped is because I keep getting fatter, and every time I get bigger, like I go through phases in my life where I fluctuate up and down, and I'm at my fat phase now, and I keep getting bigger. And the part of the problem is that my thighs start to touch, and I get chafed, and I have to like take extra care to like dry things when I'm done showering and stuff like that.
Just put some baby powder down there.
Yeah.
Or actually deodorant. Your deodorant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I do things like that, but occasionally I just won't have the time to do it, and I'll get chafed. So
Yeah.
I'll get to the point where like I'm wet and kind of like scratchy and fucking burny down there. And
I love it when you get wet.
I'm so wet all the time.
I like how you like fucking gripped the microphone too. Like it was a dick and that's what's making you wet.
I'm so wet.
Don't look at my wife and do that. That was not appropriate.
She looked away.
That was not appropriate.
She's side-eyeing me.
That was not appropriate at all. When you leave, my wife's gonna be like, "Wes isn't allowed over anymore."
Honesty. I get so wet. I'm so
I mean,
sorry.
it happens to everybody.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully.
What?
What? Like, it rains, and then you have to run out to your car, and you get wet.
Oh, while it's raining, your wife asked you to put the cover out on your back porch.
Well, you should have done it before it started raining.
And then it stops raining.
Well, now it'll help me in the hot sun tomorrow. Thanks.
Yeah, you're fucking welcome.
You're so nice.
I know.
I
I'm the
love you.
best fucking husband ever. I know.
Wow.
I know.
So I was at work all day, and
Today?
I was no.
Oh, you're
not
talking
today.
about your poop story.
Yeah, and
Sorry, I forgot to care.
so it was one of those days where I was a little chafy, and I was like the beginnings of it, and I was like, well, this is no good. I'm gonna have to go home and fix this. But when I got home, I was just like ready to relax and sit down. So like I sat down at the computer, and Crystal usually gets home like half an hour after me with the kids. So she gets home, and I get up to help her, and I realize like, oh, I'm still a little like puddly down there. So I reach because I stood up, and it's
Wait a minute.
when you're in your house.
Puddly? Puddly.
Yeah, I'm throwing a puddle.
Can you describe that to me just a little bit more?
You ever watch Peppa Pig?
No.
Jumping in muddy puddles.
Oh, dude. I can picture that though.
You love jumping in my muddy puddle.
Well, that's not. That's for
We can pick the story back up.
moving on.
If you want to take a break, you look like you're about done.
My
unless you wanna
back
hear-
just hurt.
No, she's
Oh,
just
okay.
standing up. Finish your fucking story and then we'll take a break.
Okay. Cliffhanger. Okay, fine.
Fuck.
Poop hanger. So
Is that like a poop spoon?
it's like when you get a poop abortion. Poop hang. That's so bad. So I'm
Wait a
so
minute,
sorry.
what?
Like when you're like
What?
constipated.
No.
Yes.
And
no.
you can't afford like constipation medication, so you just like use a hanger to get the poop out.
Exactly. See, no, you're on.
I know,
Yes,
I get it. I do that all the
yes.
time.
What the fuck is wrong with both of you?
I had a well, no, it was my fucked up grandfather that I don't talk to anymore. He had a grandmother that was like 90 and so constipated that she was telling a story one time when we were at the family's house.
You got something on your lip. Oh, you just licked it into your mouth, and I feel like it was glitter because my wife did a photo shoot the other day.
No, she told me about it. You got glitter on your face too. and
Do
was
I
like-
really?
Yeah, I was like,
God damn it!
You were all over your wife with your face.
The answer is yes.
I heard the story, then saw the glitter, and was like, oh. Anyway, she dug 9-year-old
It
dug
was just
poop out of
bothering
her
me. It
ass
was just on your lip. Sorry. Anyway.
with her finger and was telling the story at like a holiday gathering. Anyway, poop story set aside for another poop story. So I'm home from work. Crystal gets home with the kids. I stand up. I stick my hand down my pants like I normally do when I stand up in my own
in your own house.
in my own house. I'm
There you
so
go.
excited about this.
Fucking figured it out.
And then I scratch through the boxers, not bare ass, but you know, you stand up, you scratch your ass when you're at your
Yeah.
house. And then I smell my fingers like I normally do, and I go, "That's not sweat.
Ooh.
That smells a little more dank than usual. Like that's some fire. Like, that's some good butt I got growing in my fucking cheeks, bro. Fucking loud.
No. That's some mid shit, okay? Because it's brown and it's fucking
It's some dirt weed.
dirt shit, okay? It is brown dirt weed. That is some mids right there. Did I say mild? That's some mids.
Some mild sauce.
Did you have any spicy food like the
It
day
was
before?
chili verde. So,
Oh.
this is the green sauce. This
Oh.
shit. No, I didn't have any bad food. No, I'm drinking a lot of beer and eating my normal diet, which is a lot of cheese. I was so excited to tell this story.
Like we can.
My tits are dripping. I'm gonna end up with fucking spots. Okay. So I scratch my ass, sniff. Ooh. Crystal goes, everything all right?
Can somebody put that into a song? Like, where's Lil Dicky, bro? He's like, I go home.
I can't
chilling
tell
on the
what's tears
couch.
and what's sweat. But no, you're right.
Scratch my ass, sniff. Ooh. That isn't what I thought would be in my pouch.
I'm just gonna. Okay. So. I'm fucking. Scratch and sniff. No, it's bad times. Crystal goes, is everything okay? And I go, no, I'm a little more wet than I should be. I think I shit myself. So I go to the... Actually, before I even go to the bathroom, I give it about 5-10 minutes before I even do that.
Wait, why?
Because I'm like, I think I'm just sweating and fat.
You know that you smelled it. You know that you have shit yourself. That there's shit in your underwear, and you were like, nah, let me make sure that it's not shit though. Like, let me bask in my own fucking shit ass.
I just wasn't sure.
For 5 more minutes.
I didn't feel myself.
Just to make sure that it is actually shit up in my ass crack. I need definitive proof that is shit that's in my ass crack.
Well,
Look,
normally there's
I'm
like
gonna
a
go
fart.
I'm gonna go take a walk around my apartment complex. When I get back, if my ass cheeks hurt, then I know that there's shit up in there.
Let me finish.
Right now, I don't know. I just smelled it, and it smelled like shit. But you know what? I am not 100% convinced that that's shit. It smells like it, but I ain't seen it, okay? And I haven't felt it, so I don't think it's true.
No, you're right.
I got
though.
one of the 3 things, okay? Until I got 2 of the 3 things, I'm just gonna sit here and bask in that shit because I'm a dirty motherfucker.
No, dude, this is a mystery. Let me explain
A
how.
mystery!
No,
You
let me-
smelled your...
Stop. Let me explain how this is Scooby Poo. So, we got a mystery to solve. And I didn't fart. There was no fucking...
But you smelled your finger.
There was no questionable, like, oh, this might be bad, and then I shit myself. It was like, I just suddenly have shit in my ass? How did that happen? So, I give it about...
It must be some ghost poo.
So, I go to make the kids food without washing my hands. Give it about 5-10 minutes, and then I double check. I go back for a second scratch, and I go, ooh, that's really wet.
No, after you sweat even more, and now you spread the shit even more.
I've gotten up and walked around, helping my wife bring in groceries and shit.
Oh my god. You were disgusting.
So my wife is telling me about her day, and I stop her mid-sentence of her, like, complaining about some coworker shit. And I go, hold on. She goes, everything okay? And I go, I gotta go wipe real quick. And I say it in a way where I'm like, I'm still trying to portray to her. I'm trying to make her think that I might not have shit myself yet. Like, I don't want her to think that it's a done deal. So I'm like, I think I gotta go wipe. So I go sit down. And I pull a full-on just mud nug out of my fucking asshole
Oh my
on the
God.
toilet. And when I pulled my
How did you not feel that either?
When I pulled my boxers down, it was just fucking... They used to be blue.
Are they brown now?
They're like an orangey brown. Get him a trash can.
Was there blood in your shit or what?
No, I just typically I shit like a clay color.
He said he eats a lot of cheese.
It comes out Tex-Mex. You know that scene from Ghost where they're making the pottery together? It's that color. Oh, for the old heads. Anyway, so yeah, I totally had shit myself and threw those away. These are the pants I was wearing, though.
Well, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back.
Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to 107.2 Smooth Jazz. Today, we've got a fine selection for you that everybody is gonna love. Alright? Grab your loved ones, grab your wine, sit on the couch, sit back, and relax to some classic smooth jazz.
This feels right. This feels good.
Yeah. We're getting good at this shit, man. We're getting good at this. Give me a fucking high five, dude. We fucking deserve it.
That was cool as shit.
Speaking of shit.
Coming back in from a shit story with some smooth jazz.
And speaking of shit,
speaking of smooth,
my wife wanted to take a break because she was ready to go to bed. So she is gone now. But
it's about break time anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we left on a shit story, so we're gonna start on my shit story.
It's a great story about shit, not a shit story, but it is a shit story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So mine was I was sick, and I was standing in my living room, like behind the curtains. You know, people can't see that, but I was standing by and like in the middle of
nothing exists past that.
And I was
just
holding
fucking ghosts over there.
Yeah, I was holding Amelia, and my wife was like talking to me, and I thought that I had to fart. And so I like went to go fart and then felt everything just like run down my leg, dude. Like all the way like down my leg and like hit my calf.
Oh, fuck.
And I just like clenched, stopped and clenched.
Trying to hold any of it that's left.
Set the baby down and was like, I gotta go. And immediately went upstairs. My wife was like, are you okay? I was like, I just shit myself. Like, I was not ashamed about it or nothing. I was like, I just shit myself. I need to go.
I wasn't ashamed when I did it. I wasn't
saying that you were.
Okay. No, that seemed like
I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry if I made it seem that way. I was just saying, like, I was not, like... I was not hiding it or nothing. I was just like, I
wasn't trying to
You hid it. You hid that shit. You smelled it.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure that I was the one who had dealt it.
My thing is that, like, you weren't sure, but still didn't go and check in that moment of you not being sure.
Well, so the thing is...
That should have been the first thing that you should have done.
I've gotten used to being bigger, so I'm more sweaty and wet in general.
I feel like you're acting like you're like 300 pounds.
No, but my body, when I put on weight, I just sweat more. So I've just gotten used to being fucking swampy and like having to deal with that. So when I am swampy, it's like, well, my boxers are just wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you smell it.
Well, I was like, I've been at work all day, and I hadn't remembered like a questionable fart. Like when I was telling you about it in the text chat, it was like, I haven't farted since like 11 a.m.
I was like, well, you have been sitting in that shit all fucking day, dude. Yeah.
Well, at least you got yours immediately cleaned up. That's good.
Well, because I immediately felt it go down my leg. There was no question about it. Like, because it was like the runs, too. So it was like, I knew that I had shit myself.
Well,
So
if it's water and it goes down your leg, you gotta fix it. But mine was just hanging out. Like,
so here's the story though.
Okay.
Beyond that.
yeah,
So I go upstairs and like take my pants and my underwear off, right?
as one does.
And clean myself up, as one does, and put on new clothes. Well, my wife was leaving at the time, like was about to leave and go somewhere. So I just kind of left it there on the floor and then went about my day. And then my wife gets home and she goes, "So did you pick up your pants?" And I go,
Asking
"Oh,
a question she already knows the answer to.
I go, "Oh shit, no." And she was like, I was like, "I'll go throw them in the washer right now." And she was like, "What?" She was like, "You don't throw shit clothes into the washer." I was like, "Well, then what the fuck is the washer for? Is it not gonna clean my shit?"
Well, when it gets the shit off with the water, it's just gonna rotate the pants around in shitty water. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of soap in there too, but there's also some shit in there.
So
You
that's the
just-
same thing with like your dishwasher, where
it's like if somebody
you
takes a-
should not put any dishes in there that have any sort of debris on the dishes, because then it's just gonna it's just gonna sit and it's gonna spread it all around all the rest of your dishes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
basically what you're saying.
Yeah, or like the
Okay.
reverse situation where like if let's say your wife ran a bath and then when she was done she got out and then you just added more soap to it and got in. That's not clean water that you're taking a bath in now. You're now taking a bath in your wife's stuff.
Moral of the story is I just threw both the pants and the underwear away. And
Oh,
that
okay.
was that.
I mean, that's the adult thing to do. That's how an adult
They were like
handles the
sweatpants
situation.
too that I
Yeah.
didn't really give a shit about
Yeah.
anyways. And like I got a bunch of pairs of underwear, so I didn't give a shit about that either. And I was just like, well, bye-bye.
The last time I shit my pants that I remember, I was at I was at my dad and stepmom's house, and she gave me a pair of her sweatpants to wear home.
I can't remember the last time I shit myself.
Was that shit or did Ollie piss on me? It was one of those.
Pissing myself. I can't remember the last time I did that too, but I'm sure it was somewhat recently.
Yeah.
Because there's been a bunch of times. Well, like I've said, I grew up till I was like 13 years old, fucking pissing the bed. So
That's something I can relate to because I have an incredibly overactive bladder, and there'll be times where I'm trying to hold it at work, and a little squirt comes out, and I'm like, "Fuck!" Now
yeah, now you got to sit in your piss pants for the rest of the day.
Which, as you know, I'm used to just being fucking mildly, or not even mildly, like overly moist at all times.
You're disgusting.
Like, if you were to just like run your fingers along my ball sack right now, you would it would slosh and there'd be a wave going across the surface of my sack. You'd hear as you did it. Yeah.
You've turned me off.
Good.
I guess. Sure.
I'm exaggerating a little. I take care of myself.
No, that turned me off definitely.
Well, now I want you to want me. Now I'm somehow
No.
like I need you to need me.
I'm definitely like no. I'm not touching you unless you have just freshly gotten out of the shower. And I've watched you take a shower.
Alright.
don't give a fuck.
I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. So can you do that thing over there for me?
Oh, can I hand you the thing?
That thing over there?
Now that we've told all of our shit stories, we're on to our final segment of the podcast. We do this almost every time. You guys know it and love it as much as we do. What is... Jesus Christ.
Questions about me.
Nothing happened. you guys didn't miss a thing. Yo, this episode, despite the technical difficulties, has been a banger.
Oh my god. 2,000 questions about me. Question 1,035. Do you prefer to live in the heart of the city or out in the peaceful countryside?
Peaceful countryside.
Peaceful countryside. Yes,
We
sir.
explained why.
What do you think is the scariest thing about becoming a parent? Not them not dying.
Yeah, you just you're
Or them
responsible.
dying is the scariest part.
You're responsible. Yeah, the scariest part is them not dying. That you wake
Because
up
they're
every
still
day-
alive, and you're like, "Fuck, are you gonna die today?"
You wake
Like,
up every day and they're still alive. And
You're like,
fuck. God damn it, kill yourself already. I thought you guys were accident prone. Will you just bump your head to death already?
Your kid goes like to fall off the couch, and you like have that moment where you're like, no, I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save you. Nah, I want you to live.
I can cry one more time and I'll let you fall next time.
Oh my god.
You missed our real answers. That's our fault, but we're putting. Apparently, it's your fault. Fuck you.
I'm drinking.
I'm drinking.
Let me make sure Reaper's still running. Okay, it is. We're good. We're good. It's recording our audio. We'll figure it out.
This is
at
the
some
best
point.
thing that we do.
I mean, yeah.
Of all the things, I mean,
Yeah. Fucking up. If you could try out a job for a day just to see if you like it, what job would you choose?
I've always wanted to be an architect.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think I'd enjoy that.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. So, real answer, stuntman.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mine was going to be skydive instructor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Because either that first day we're going to make it or we don't.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's either my problem or it's not.
Yeah.
Either it's not a problem or it's not.
Could you imagine, like, wife swap, but, like, extreme job swap? Where, like...
You know that skydiving doesn't require a parachute, but skydiving twice does.
People have done that, though, right? Or am I
Yeah,
crazy? Where
yeah,
they've done unassisted
I
skydives
wanna say-
and survived it?
Travis Pastrana
Yeah.
jumped out of an airplane without a parachute, but like had other people like he pushed his parachute out of the plane and then jumped out after it.
Yeah.
And then went and got it and put it on himself and then
I
pulled
think I've
cord.
seen one where they like landed on a pile of boxes or some shit. Like they had like a runway of boxes and came in at an angle or some shit.
I think so, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've seen some wild shit where somebody
Yeah,
was just
they
like,
had a
I'm doing
wingsuit.
it.
They had a wingsuit though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Because still though,
It's without the wingsuit, it's hard to like do it at that much of an angle.
yeah,
But with the wingsuit, you can definitely control. So I feel like I know what you're talking about.
I'm sure some crazy asshole's done it.
That or professional race car driver, regardless of what it is.
I almost said that too. But I
Mhm.
was like, stuntman's more like you can do the car shit and the jumping off building stuff. And
Yeah, but
really, I just
I'm
want to
scared of heights. So like doing all that shit
Ah,
in a car, I would probably be okay.
yeah,
Because I know that there's a bunch of safety features, but when you're just doing like your own stunts, like with like you falling off of a building and then you kind of have to fall a certain way to make sure that like it looks good and then that you're also being safe, like that's where I would not be okay with the heights thing. I couldn't be a stuntman
I think it
in
was a
that sense.
Fear Factor stunt. But did you see the one where they had like a car hanging from a crane like over a canyon?
Yes.
And they had to climb out and like get
Mhm.
something from the windshield and climb like the keys and
Yeah.
climb back in and start the car.
Yep, I
While
know
it's, like,
exactly.
hanging at an
I know
angle.
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck all that.
I would do that though.
I mean,
that seems awesome.
In that sense of like trying to win money and everything else, I could probably do it, but just know that like
yeah.
I'm like this as I'm trying to grab the keys.
Yeah.
What one thing could you do a little better every day? Fuck you, Book.
Book's trying to make me feel bad about myself. I don't need this. I could drink less.
I think we all knew that was coming. People just listening to audio only were like, he's about to crack another beer.
My wife doesn't watch. What's she gonna do?
She's like, I just know.
I'm half an hour away.
Who cares?
Try me, bitch.
Probably be less mean to my wife. That would probably be something I could do.
Try me, bitch.
Nope.
Who? Have you ever hit rock bottom? Yes.
Yeah, we both have.
Yep.
Yeah.
Both been there.
I don't want to hit any lower than what I call my rock bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah.
If I have a rock bottom that's lower than that, then I don't want to know about it.
I'll be dead.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that would be my rock bottom. Below my rock bottom is dead. For sure.
That's most people's.
Yeah.
That's why it's rock bottom, and then
Yeah.
you're dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're underground.
Who is your biggest supporter?
My dad or my brother.
Yeah.
One of the two. It's between the both. Because my dad's definitely done more for me, but that's just because my little brother's my little brother. And it's one of those things where, like, I'm the older brother. But
Yeah.
my little brother's always looked up to me in a way that I've, like, never understood. Where, like, my grandma will constantly tell me, or he'll just text me out of nowhere. And, like, I've always looked up to you. And I'm like, why? Like, so that's always made me feel good to have that in my life. And from either end, my dad and my little brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know on
Aw.
this one. I really don't. Like.
People believe in you.
I guess my answer would be my wife,
Yeah.
because she has kind of made me like into the respectable person that I am today. And everything kind of before that, like, there was no one person that was like, yeah, you should keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, like, until I met my wife, and then, like, kind of started changing my life around and everything. So, like, I didn't really have a lot of support in that sense of, like, hey, you're making good decisions. Like,
You weren't doing things worth supporting at the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to, like, just, like, being me and somebody that's, like, always supported, like, me, it'd be you.
Yeah.
Like, 100%. Like, since the day I met you, you've always been on my side. And, I mean, you've called me out on shit. You've always made, you know, your point, but you've always been, you know, had my back and anything, and always supported me. So, like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
It'd be you or my wife, depending on which way you're looking at it.
Right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's good that we both got a couple people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. If a reality TV show were based around your life, what would it be called?
Scooby Poo.
Yep. Sounds about right.
or Geek Squad? I don't know. Something about me being a nerd. What's
I
your
don't
show?
know, dude.
What's the Austin sitcom? It'd probably just be called Austin with an exclamation point. Like your billboard or any of that shit. Just fucking Austin.
The Life of Austin.
Yeah.
The Life of Austin.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, that works. It fits you. It's nondescript enough that people would be like, the fuck is this? Check it out.
Hold on.
Would you guys watch that?
Would you guys?
What happened?
I think one of us like bumped it or something.
Oh, it's all good.
I just noticed that you were like halfway cut off, and I was like, no.
Oh, yeah, I don't need to say that.
Are you a hat person?
I
Huh? Are you a hat person, Wes?
rarely go without the hat.
Really?
Yeah.
Literally, the other day we were on Discord. Was that last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, last night we were on Discord.
That
I was like-
last night.
I was like, dude, you look different. You were like, yeah, I'm not wearing a hat. And I was like, whoa, yeah, I can see your forehead.
Yeah, I posted my first ever selfie without a hat, and it's basically like so saturated and contrasted out that you almost can't even tell that I have
Yeah.
long hair. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was younger, yes, I used to wear a beanie all the time, like you. And then as I got older, I'm definitely not like a flat build like baseball cap person either.
No, they don't
like,
look good on me.
No, neither. Like, cause I got a small head,
Yeah.
so there's like so much of a gap on the side of like you can tell that I have a small head, and I just fucking hate it, dude. I can't do it. I might like if I'm like gonna wear like a baseball cap, I'm gonna wear a baseball cap and like bend the rim of it, and like do it that way. But
Yeah.
that's the only time I'll like wear a hat. I wear a beanie in the winter when it's cold, but that's about it. Not anymore. So depends on the weather. If I'm a hat person,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was trying to think of like a 2-finger gap joke, but I'll let it go.
Okay. What kind of fucking question is this?
Half these questions are bunk, dude. Your wife picked out this page, and some of these questions have been
I'm gonna
great.
fucking beat her.
I mean, every page has a couple questions where you're like, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
It almost makes you mad when you read them.
Do you like your age? What? What?
Don't ask anybody in their 20s that.
What?
Because either my answer's not gonna matter, or I don't care. Like,
do I like my age?
I
guess
in the first quarter of my life, like, I don't give a fuck.
I guess.
Like, yeah.
Sure.
I liked being younger better.
At least I made it here.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I'm at. I'm like, at least I made it to 24, almost 25. Like,
even if you ask like a 60-year-old, they're gonna be like, sure, but like everybody's gonna have like a
Right.
fucking caveat to that question.
Fuck that question. We're gonna move on. We're moving on.
And whoever came up with that one, fucking
You're
shoot
a
yourself in the
fucking idiot,
fucking
dude.
dick.
I feel like there was that one person that like they had like 6 or 7 people that were creating questions, and every single one of those questions that is like that we've had in recent episodes,
It's
and
all
shit,
the same fucking
it's all
person.
the same guy,
and he just didn't fucking put any effort in at all.
and they're like, "What the fuck kind of questions are these?" But like,
it's the final day, and they gotta print it, so they're just like, "Fuck it, I just go throw it on the presses."
Yeah, here we go. What particular field of study were you really interested in but decided not to pursue?
You go first.
Sadly, audio engineering.
Yeah.
I really wish I would have pursued that more, but I did not, and I regret it. But I will get there at some point.
I was gonna say we have an opportunity based on what we're doing as our side gig to dive into that. Like, I've learned more about doing this shit, and we have so much more to learn as we expand. So
that's why I told you that you should go to that school. I was like, it's like you can do a 5-week or a 7-week program, and like you can go home on the weekends, or like, yeah, well, I think you can go home every day. I don't know if you have to live on campus, but it's in Chillicothe.
Yeah.
But like, just go do that for fucking 5 weeks, man, and then you'll know more about this than I would.
Yeah.
Without going to that school. So, and then their advanced program is 7 weeks, so you could go and do that, and then know even more. And they teach you everything from TV and movies to radio to recording and producing and all that other shit, man. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we should both do it, really.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
I mean, it would definitely help round out the whole thing, just having that experience.
Yeah. But what about you? What was something that...
Software programmer.
Really?
Like, I know a couple coding languages, and it's been long enough that they're broken languages that I speak, kind of. Like, I'm not fluent in Python like I used to be, or JavaScript or any of that shit.
Yeah.
But I did pursue it for a little bit, and even for a while, I was in like a online college that was running me through some of those courses, and I was gonna get like Cisco certified so I could network administrate and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
Just the way life worked out, never really did it. Just didn't have the time, and I could still go do it. It's one of those things that like I still have enough interest in that eventually I'll get there.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that'll help with the podcast when it comes to like hosting our stuff. Like, eventually I want to have a server where like everything's just us and not hosted by somebody else.
Yeah.
So look forward to that, motherfuckers.
Eventually.
Uh-huh.
Eventually.
Mm-hmm.
What industry do you
Hoopla.
think is most harmful to the planet or environment?
What industry do I think is most harmful?
Yeah.
Well, that's a tough question because Here's what I'll say about this. I'm going to get up on my soapbox a little bit for a second, but constantly the issue that is pushed down our throats when it comes to the global warming or climate change is that, like, on an individual level, we need to do something to stop it.
Fuck off.
That's absolute bullshit. And yes, you can, on an individual level, if it makes you feel better, do some things. But what's really happening is that corporations are taking advantage of the loopholes that they've lobbied for by paying tons of money to senators and politicians so that they're able to backtrack through these laws and find ways to pollute the environment without regulation. And that is what's causing a major majority of the carbon output into our atmosphere. From farming and agriculture to fucking Coke and Pepsi. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. They're fucking us and then telling us that it's us that needs to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's my answer on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Agriculture and food production is probably the biggest one. That's a smart bet.
Think about your local Walmart
Yeah.
and how much food is in your local Walmart and how much food sits on that shelf, and then when it expires, it just gets thrown away. And now think about that around our entire country.
Yeah.
Then think about that on a global scale.
How many Walmarts do you think are in Ohio alone? We can figure it out. This is something we can Google.
Hey Siri, how many Walmarts are in Ohio?
Okay, I found this on the web for how many Walmarts are in Ohio. Check it out.
Walmarts.
Sorry, I've got the like Australian
Walmarts.
Australian Siri.
I'm gonna start saying Walmarts from now on.
Walmarts.
Walmarts.
The Walmarts.
We're heading down to Walmart.
This is the guide, but I don't think it tells me.
There's easily over 100, right? Like, in the state. Oh, fuck, dude. That looks like the coronavirus pandemic, but Walmarts.
I would say there's probably like,
maybe like 75 to 100.
yeah.
Yeah. And that's just
I
in
want to
Ohio.
count them. One.
All right, don't get all fucking Aussie on us. Fucking, you don't have to count 'em.
3, 4,
Austin's got a beautiful mind.
5, 6,
I used to count ceiling tiles.
7,
Calm me down.
8, 9. I'll get there. Just hold on. Just wait.
Is the bit paying off?
No. All right, I'm
Write
done.
us in the comments. What if we got like 50 comments right now? No, stop the bit.
Stop doing the podcast altogether.
We're not even live. How do you know what's happening? Where are we?
What do you like on your toast or biscuit?
I've come around to the avocado toast lately, even though it's kind of expensive. I absolutely love avocado to begin with, and there's great ways to do like a sea salt or like garlic and an onion. Like if you make it almost a guacamole, but don't go the full way.
I don't like avocado or guacamole.
I knew you
or
wouldn't.
anything like that.
It's the
Yeah.
texture, right? Like it's mushy and weird.
No, it's the taste.
Oh well, then the problem's with you.
I guess. Yeah. It usually is. Let's
Yeah.
be real here.
I'm not helping that people think I'm too left or liberal by saying that I like avocado toast.
But they will.
Yeah.
But they will.
Connor's gonna have a heyday with that.
Oh, dude.
Uh-huh.
Connor's gonna come after you, bro. Can't wait for the Discord to be going off.
You fucking avocado eating fucking
Yeah,
communist.
yeah. All day, dude. He's gonna come after you like butter on toast.
It's so weird that a right wing. Never mind.
Anyways, for me, I really like cinnamon sugar butter toast.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I used to make that
that's-
all the time as
Oh,
a kid.
me too, bro. It's probably why I'm gonna get diabetes
Yeah.
when I get older. Is from all the sugar and
You're just a child when it comes to food. I'm realizing is that you
Yeah.
like sweet things, you like what you like, and you've always liked.
But
that.
here's the thing, though. I do like sweet things, but I don't eat sweet things all the time.
yeah,
Like, literally, my wife will buy me... She bought me Swiss cake rolls, and for my, like, dessert for my dinner on Wednesday, I ate them today.
Oh, okay.
So like there'll be so many times where like I'll buy like a candy bar or something and like stick it in the freezer and then like not eat it for like a week or something like that, to the point where my wife asked me if she can have it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, I'm like, I'll eat it at some point. And she's like, well, you haven't eaten it by now, so like,
Yeah.
and then I'm just like, fuck it, whatever, you can have it. And she gets
That's-
mad at me because she'll buy shit for me and then I won't eat it in that moment. And then I'm like, I'll save it for like fucking weeks. Never touch it.
It's good that you're a glutton about it, given like how. I mean, you're not super picky. Like I've met pickier people, but given like your
I'm
typical,
still kind of picky though.
yeah, but given like your mood towards a lot of foods, like it's surprising to me that you're not just like I'm gonna glutton on sweets because that's what I like. You're able to like delayed gratification with that shit.
Yeah, it
Impressive.
just doesn't interest me.
Yeah.
Like most of the time, like even
You're
you get
just
like,
not huge into food, is what it
I-
is. Except
I
for the stuff
wouldn't-
that you actually like.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. It's literally like I wish I was more into food.
Yeah.
I wish I liked more things, like beans, for instance,
Yeah.
which comes in fucking everything nowadays. Like, it's ridiculous.
Would you like some beans with your sweet tea?
Seriously, like I feel like at some point that's gonna happen.
That was a joke that me and my stepmom used to have when I was younger.
Really?
Which I don't know how that started. I think she just that maybe it was an in joke she had with her friends, and then she told me. But she would joke around about like ordering like beans instead of ice cubes at Taco Bell. Like, shout out Carrie.
Fuck that. Or like beans and peas.
Yeah.
Because if you ever go to like a lot of Mexican restaurants, like authentic Mexican restaurants, they have what would be called Mexican rice.
Yeah.
Which has carrots and peas in their rice. And I don't like peas. So like every time we go to like a different like a Mexican restaurant that I haven't been to before, I have to ask like,
Yeah.
hey, do peas come in your, rice? Or like even at La Fangata, when I get the California burrito, I have to tell them no beans.
Yeah.
And then there's still like kidney beans that comes in it because it's in the salsa or something like that. And I'm like, I just have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Like I just eat it quick enough that hopefully I don't see one. If I see one, I'll pick it out. If not, then I just try to eat quick enough to where I don't taste it or anything. And it sucks. It does.
Yeah.
Like it's I don't want that either. I don't want to be that picky when it comes to my food. Like I wish, because like I watch a lot of like people who like travel around and try a bunch of different types of food and shit. And I'm like, I wish I could do that, but I just don't like food that much. And it is depressing.
Have you ever tried like a black bean veggie burger? Like you'd probably hate that, but like it'd be
Yes
yeah.
and no.
Yeah.
Or you like here's a nice little reference for you, Max and Irma's.
Yeah.
Yeah, their black bean burger.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Nope. I
It's
tried
unfortunate.
it. Yeah, it really is. Like, don't get me wrong. Like that's one of the things where people are like when I tell people this, and they're like, "Oh man, that sucks for you," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Like, it really does fucking suck for me. Like, it hinders my food choices with a lot of things, because I also don't want to be that super picky person that's like, hey, can I get this with no beans, no sour cream, no peas, and like make it super specific. I just like to be able to be like, I want the California burrito, and then you bring me a California burrito.
Yeah,
and
the
then
way
I
it
just
comes.
eat the way that it comes.
Yeah.
Because I've been a cook too. I've worked in a restaurant, so I know how it is when you get something and it's like there's 5 different things.
This a dumb bitch.
And you're like, literally all you want is just steak in a shell. That's it. And rice. Like, you could have just been like steak, rice, shell. And that would have been easier than the 5 things where you were like, no beans, no rice, no sour cream. Like, yeah. I don't want to be that person, but I am, and it sucks.
Yeah.
It does. And it's caused issues with my younger life too, where like my godmother was my babysitter for a while, and she made me like force fed me vegetable soup. So like tomato soup, but had like peas and carrots and maybe some other stuff in there.
Yeah.
And she's like forcing me to eat it, and I'm literally gagging
No.
as she's like forcing
Like
it into my
celery and
mouth.
potatoes and stuff.
Yeah. And she's getting mad at me because I'm like gagging and like about to throw up, and I'm pretty sure I went into the bathroom and threw up, but just from the constant gagging and everything else. And I'm like, I'm sorry too. Like she thinks I'm like lying about it and that I just like don't want to eat it. And I'm like, I would eat it if I liked it.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm trying to tell you or trying to be disobedient here or that I'm not hungry. Because guess who didn't fucking eat lunch that day?
Right.
This guy.
It's one of those.
Because I didn't eat what she fucking made.
Yeah.
So I went hungry the rest of the fucking day.
So you didn't have a reason to not want it. Like.
Yeah, no, I was hungry. I wanted to eat, but I literally could not eat it.
Yeah. It's literally one of those things where like enough people think that their experience with a certain thing is like the max of what that is. So people have enough experience with food and they don't like certain things to when you tell them like, "Oh, I can't eat this." They assume that it's them being like, "Well, I like my Starbucks order a certain way, and if I don't get it that way, then it ruins my whole day." Like,
Yeah. No.
It was like when I first started having panic attacks and my mom didn't believe me at first. And I was having a panic attack in the back of the car while she was picking up her friend from Narcotics Anonymous to go like to a meeting. And she's bringing me along, which was stressing me out because like I had just found out all this stuff and like we're going to Narcotics Anonymous meetings all of a sudden. It wasn't normal for me. And I'm already like at a bad point in my life. So I started having panic attacks. So I'm in the back of this car and I'm having a panic attack. I'm freaking out. I can't breathe. And I keep telling her, like, I'm going to puke because I can't breathe. And, like, I'm hyperventilating. And she's like, well, you're making yourself do it. And it's like, well, no, I'm not, like... And then that was making me more upset. And then eventually I had to make them stop the car, force them. And then she's like, oh, you just worked yourself up to the point where you're puking. And it's like, no, I'm, like, this is happening. Like, what are you fucking talking about? Like...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
You did work yourself up, but not intentionally.
Yeah.
It's not like you forced yourself to get to that point.
I wasn't actively deciding to, like, my body was reacting in a way that I couldn't control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? Involuntary.
Yeah.
Like,
you can't have beans in your, like, you just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like, I think I talked about this, but one of the guys I used to work with at my old job site, I was telling him about how, like, I don't like beans. And he, like, kind of looked at me and was like, what? And I was like, I literally can't eat them. I was like, it'll make me gag. And he was like, whatever.
Yeah, he doesn't believe you.
Yeah. I was like, I almost forced myself to go and fucking gag on some beans just to be like,
hold on, let me go get some beans.
Like, seriously, dude. Like, let me fucking show you.
Yeah.
Because it was the fucking burrito that they had, the chimichangas that we would call it. And the first time that they had made them, they didn't make them with any beans. It was like with like some like fried peppers and shit, and like eggs. Oh, it was fucking delicious, man. And some type of like sauce, man, that made it a little spicy. And some sausage, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious, man. I was like, oh man, I can't wait for next week, bro. I'm gonna smash the shit out of this. I took one bite the next week, and I remember the feeling of that bean hitting the back of my throat.
Yeah.
And then spitting and gagging that bite out.
Mm-hmm.
And then looking down and seeing beans. And it was like, I didn't look down when I took the bite because I assumed that it was going to be the same way. So I took the bite and was just sitting there chewing, and then it was literally like me gagging and spitting it out, involuntarily doing that.
Yeah.
So, like...
That's brutal, dude.
It sucks. It really does. Especially considering, like, a lot of the shit that and mushrooms. Can't do mushrooms either.
Oh, I love mushrooms.
Dude, and see, that's another thing. Like, it's... Like, my wife loves mushrooms. She loves beans. She loves peas. And then it makes it difficult when she wants to make something, but I don't like half of the shit that she likes in her everyday food.
Yeah.
So now it's like she has to kind of make a whole different, like, meal, basically, just to deal with me. It sucks. It makes me feel like shit. It does. But I gotta remember that it's not my fault, and that it's just how my body is. But it still does make me feel bad. Like, I wish I had more of a food palate than what I do.
Yeah.
It makes me afraid to go to different countries and try food. Because I'm like, what if I went and visited fucking Spain or Japan and then couldn't find any food that I like?
Yeah.
Then what?
Japan would be rough for you.
Then what the fuck am I
You're
supposed to
gonna eat
do?
a bunch of rice-based stuff.
I like rice, though.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what you'd have to do in
Or
Japan.
ramen.
Yeah.
I could find some nice ramen places, I'm sure. I could definitely eat some ramen shit. But that's what I mean. Like, people are like, oh, I travel around, I've tried so much food. I'm like, I'm afraid to do that. Because I'm like, what if I travel to a country for a week and there ain't shit that I can find that I like, and then I starve for a week, basically?
Yeah.
Like, that'd be terrifying. I gotta go find a fucking McDonald's in India, you know, just to eat some food because I can't eat any of the local food. I don't fucking want that.
Yeah.
I want to be able to experience the world and the culture and the food and shit. Like, it's not fair. And it sucks. It does. It really does.
I renamed my dick Beans so you could spit and gag on it.
That was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good. That was
It took me a good 3 minutes to come up with the right wording for it.
but that was so good.
It wasn't that good.
No, that was good.
It made me laugh.
That was good. That was really good. I'm
I've been thinking about it since you said spit and gag.
I was
I'm like trying to listen to your story and also come up with the joke. I'm such an asshole.
I renamed my dick Beans so you could spit and gag on it. That's fucking that's great. That's great.
I should do stand up.
That's almost just as good as your mom joke.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really sorry though that's your situation with food. Like,
Don't be sorry. It's okay. I mean, it's just who I am. It's how it is, and I just have to deal with it, man.
yeah, it could be worse, but it still sucks, you know.
I just
like-
hate it when people get mad at me for it.
Yeah,
or
that's
like
the
people
part that
don't
sucks the
believe
most.
me or anything. And it's like, I wish I wasn't like this. Like, I
Yeah.
wish that I could experience more food and more food choices and not be such a picky person. But that's just like how I am. My brother didn't eat fucking mashed potatoes, and I still don't think he eats mashed potatoes. I fucking love
mashed potatoes are delicious.
and he didn't like hamburger for the longest time either.
Yeah.
I don't know if he eats it now, but like, and we're like, how I would be about eating beans, where it's like I'm gonna choke and gag on them and then like cry because you're making me eat this food, is how he would be about mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
And then I would look at him like, what the fuck is your problem, dude? Like, I love mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Why do you not love mashed potatoes?
That's funny. You've got a similar thing, but you're also looking
When
at him
I was
like-
a child.
Yeah, but still, it's like
But true.
yeah.
But he would like full on have a fucking, like, he would cry about it.
Yeah.
I'd be upset.
That's
But I
how-
wouldn't cry unless you fucking force that shit. Unless you're like what my godmother did, where
Yeah.
she was like literally like force feeding it. Like, if you're like forcing me to eat it and you're like, you're gonna sit there until you eat that, I'll sit there all fucking night, dude.
Yeah. Well, I've
I'm not
ran into
eating
that
it.
with my kids lately. Like, Avi's like a fucking food disposal. Like, you can just give her anything and she'll eat it. She likes almost everything.
She's like Patrick on that one episode when they're
Yeah.
eating the Krabby Patties and he just vacuums.
Yeah,
them
yeah.
up, you know.
That kid eats, and she eats it all.
Oh yeah.
But fucking Ollie, like, he really only likes fruit and vegetables. So like, you'll be like, "You want some chicken nuggets?" And he's like, "No, I want a banana and some green beans." And it's like, I'll make you that, but
No shit.
yeah, which I guess is a good thing. But it's hard to get him to eat. Like, I mean, he likes McDonald's. Like, you get him some chicken nuggets from there. Obviously, all kids like trash food, but I just make
Don't
him
diss
like
McDonald's like that.
it's trash food. But if you
Don't
just make
diss
like some
McDonald's.
fucking
We could get McDonald's money someday.
My wife made we could get some McDonald's someday. Some McDonald's money someday. We're definitely getting some McDonald's someday.
And then we'll lose it.
Yeah.
Some joke.
But yeah, anyway, that's all besides the point. I've actually kind of got to pee again, and I'm disappointed in myself.
Okay.
But I just wanted to let you know so we could decide what to do.
Just go take a fucking piss, dude.
Okay. How many more questions do we have left?
2. I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
cool.
Yeah.
We'll wrap this.
Can I try your beer?
Yeah, of course. I'll
Your
be right back.
Dogfish Head 60-minute IPA that you said that has like a cinnamon.
It's not quite cinnamon, but there's a little bit of a bite to it.
There's a little bit of a bite. A little bit of tight. A little bit of a bite of cinnamon. See, I don't drink IPAs enough to be able to like tell the difference between IPAs because it just tastes like the same fucking IPA that he would bring over on any other day. Like it's just the same shit. It just all has that like that IPA taste to it. And, like I don't know. I feel like that's kind of like the same thing with wine. Where when you first start drinking wine, you're like, all wine tastes the same. But after you drink it for so long, then you start to notice, like, you know, the walnut flavor to it or whatever, the smoky flavor to it or, like, where it's from and everything else. But
yeah. I heard you say that tastes like every other IPA I've
Yeah.
had you taste. Yeah. You just don't have the palate for it.
I don't.
It's something that you gotta work up to.
Is it an acquired?
Yeah. It's like coffee. And even when I first started liking coffee, it's still like as you get more and more into it to the point where like I use different like flasks or I use my French press or I do pour over sometimes. Like it's to the point where the different types of brewing methods I can taste the difference between even with different coffee grounds. Or using the same coffee ground, like even if it's just Walmart bought fucking pre-ground coffee, and I'd brew it different ways. Like I'm at the point where I'm like, oh, that has more of a fruity note to it this way.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think that I'm that way about anything except for mac and cheese. Well, specifically shells and cheese.
That's
like
so
if you were
awesome.
to put like Velveeta shells and cheese in front of me, Aldi's shells and cheese in front of me, and like Kroger shells and cheese in front of me, I could tell you what each one was.
I had to tell Crystal the other day to not buy certain types of shells and cheese. I was like, it's Velveeta or maybe this other brand, but
No.
like
No, buy either we're buying Velveeta or just don't buy shells and cheese.
Well, that's what I was telling her. Like, it's either maybe this other store brand, but
if we're on a budget,
yeah,
and I'm really craving some shells and cheese, we'll get this off brand.
Yeah.
But any other time, spend the fucking money.
And if it comes
and
with a
give me
powder
some,
packet,
don't even get me fucking started on your fucking Kraft mac and cheese. It's real cheese. I don't give a shit.
Powdered cheese is not. I mean, you can say
Fuck
it came
off.
from cheese, but that's not cheese.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, bud.
It's either liquid gold or nothing. Get the fuck out of here. All right.
We're both cheesy and sleazy. I'm finding this out.
Fuck.
Fucking full of cheese, bro. 2 more questions.
Would you allow your foreign exchange student to live in your house? Only if it's a woman. You get the rest.
I remember being younger and being like, wait, that's a thing that happens? And just being like, now there's like a random person who doesn't even barely speak English. I was a racist 7-year-old. But it was always like, even at my job now, we have 2 people that work, or 1 person now because of the furlough and the fucking pandemic. There's 2 people from Belgium who won the immigration lottery. So like other countries have programs where like, or in America as well, where like you just get picked from a pool of the population. And they're like, hey, you won this lottery. Do you want to go to this other country? And we'll pay for your way to go there. And it's like completely paid for. They set you up and then you get a job and fucking you're in another country. And it's to like increase diversity and like export culture and shit like that. Like it's the reason for it's good, but it's one of those things where you're like, I didn't even know that was a thing until I started working at my job, where it was like, well, that's cool, but also seems like, what the fuck is that?
I didn't know that was a thing until just now.
Yeah, it's wild. Immigration lotteries, like a bunch of different countries have them when people just get randomly picked and they can either decline or accept. So, like, I've got Belgians that work at my job. The one dude, people at my job know about the podcast, but the one dude,
They haven't gotten this far.
he called
Let's
a
be
couple-
real here. Nobody's gotten this far.
He called a couple people who work there stupid Americans, and then like had to go talk to HR about it. And it was like, you won an immigration lottery, and you're talking shit. Fuck off. Get out of our country, bro. America. Like,
That's one of those things where, like, if you don't like it, then you can go back, bro.
Yeah,
like,
you accepted it. I don't fuck off.
Yeah,
like-
no. Well, I don't know. You accepted it on different expectations, and then it wasn't what you expected, and now you're like,
Nah,
nah,
he
you dumb
eats-
Americans.
He's
and
a
then-
big guy. He eats a couple Big Macs a day. He's living the fucking American lifestyle. Like, for him,
He still could be smarter than us, though.
I doubt it. My job's harder than God. People at my job, I'm so sorry. My job's so much harder than his job, though, and he can shut the fuck up.
Oh, hey, fair enough,
Yeah.
then.
There's a few people who I work with who are going to enjoy what I'm saying because I know they listen to the podcast. And there's a few people who are going to be upset about what I'm saying. We're going to have to avoid them for like a week.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I'm glad nobody listens to the podcast that I know. So that's great. Have your parents ever told you something as an adult they kept from you as a child? Oh.
All right. So we'll save my answer for another episode because I do have a story for this that I can't tell right now. Doing it right now isn't gonna do it because I'm 3 beers in. I've already been high and unhigh. I'm tired now. Like, I don't have the emotional energy to actually go into the story.
Wow.
So I want to hear your answer. And
Really?
I'm going to make a note to myself that I will tell this next time somewhere at the beginning or middle of a podcast because I can't do it right now.
Okay,
But I'll make a note.
that's fair.
But yeah,
That's
what's
fair.
something they told you?
I had to ask about it, and it was like the first time that my mom had done crack, and where and when it was, and like how it happened and everything else. But I had to like ask about that as like an adult, you
Yeah.
know, because I had questions after all that shit had happened, and I'm getting older. I'm like, okay, well then how the fuck did this shit happen to you? Like, what led up to everything? Like, were you being badgered about it? Like, did they constantly ask you to do it, and you were like, no? And then finally one day, after having a whole bunch of stress and everything else, you just like snapped, type of shit, which was kind of the situation. And then, yeah, which helped me out in the sense of where I was like, don't agree to peer pressure, basically. Where it was like, you know that shit's bad. You've seen what it does to your mom and to your own family, so like, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Bam, and there you go. And that was I guess kind of the answer that I was looking for in there. But there's been some other things that me asking about my childhood and being like, hey, so I remember when this happened. And they were like, oh, you remember that? I'm like, yeah, I fucking remember that.
How did you think I'd forget?
Like, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, you're definitely part of the reason that my life has been fucked up for a long time.
Yeah.
Let's be real here. And I love both of my parents. And not to kind of point the blame in one area, but my mom has definitely made some decisions and things in her life that has definitely impeded my life. And my dad has kind of always been there for me. Not that my dad is also a perfect person, because my parents have never been together. They were divorced like shortly after I was born. Like, and I've heard that my dad did some shit. I've heard that my mom have done some shit. So like, neither one of them are the best person. But again, y'all are also the reason why my childhood was not bad, but it was also fucked up. And I still deal with that shit today.
Yeah.
Every day. and I remember a lot of shit that if I were to bring that shit up now, it could probably still cause problems.
Yeah.
Where the other person would be like, not that they're even together anymore, but they would still be like, hey, so just finding this out, really? Like,
Yeah.
type shit, you know? And then that would be the thing.
That's the problem with asking tough questions. Like, because there's consequences to the answers, depending on who hears them. And that's why I'm gonna have trouble going into my answer. But
Yeah,
a lot of the same things. Like, my parents divorced. Well, they weren't even married when they had me. They separated at a very young age. When I was still very young. I think it was almost 2 when they separated for real. And then, like, I grew up thinking my stepdad was my real dad. And when my mom passed, he came to the funeral, and afterwards I had a bunch of questions for a bunch of people in the family, and he was the first person that I went to because he was there for, like, the shit that happened after my dad when I was real young. So I sat down at dinner with him and asked him a bunch of questions. It was like, it was one of those things where, like, it would have helped to have known what was going on when I was littler, but I wouldn't have understood. So, like, finding out now
helps you understand it.
But it also hurts in a very real way because you can put together the pieces of, like, that's why this went the way it did, or that's why I felt the way I did.
Yeah.
So you almost relive it, but with the extra added information, which makes it hurt almost a little bit more.
That's like, should you lie to your kids or should you just tell them the truth from the get-go?
Yeah.
You know, like, me personally, after being what I've been through and everything else, just tell them from the get-go. Like, just tell me what the fuck's going on. I'm for sure will not understand it as a child, but I'll understand it when I get older more, and I'll also not have resentment towards you as a parent for not lying to me and then telling me the truth later.
Yeah.
Because you do the same shit with me as a child where, like, I break something and then you're like, oh, how did that get broken? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't know how they got broken. Like, such and such must have happened. And then later on I go, oh, no, like, we were throwing the ball in the house. And you were like, well, you should have just told me from the Well, you should have just fucking told me from the get-go.
Yeah.
Don't fucking keep me in the dark about this shit because I'm just not going to understand it. I get it. You're a child. You're not going to understand it. But when I get older, at least you fucking told me what it was. Oh my god. That's everywhere. I coughed.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
Listen, if that was anybody else, I would be so mad right now.
Oh my god.
But
I literally coughed right as I was
all the
taking
way
a
over
sip.
here. I see drops over there too.
Oh,
like,
fuck, dude. That
it's
went
on the book, man.
It's all over my shit.
You fucked up.
Yeah, because I meant to do that. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's alright. It's quite alright, mate.
Fuck. Okay. We all cleaned up?
Fuck you!
Okay, well, I mean, COVID everywhere.
Yeah,
We're
basically.
just spreading it around.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I just have fucking allergies, man.
No, that's legit. Like, it's everywhere.
That's what she said. What was I talking about? Where was I at before you so rudely interrupted me?
Oh. We were talking about the hurt of finding out things afterwards.
Oh, yeah, and, like, just telling me the truth from the get-go. I'm not gonna understand it when I'm younger, but, like, when I get older, at least I'm gonna appreciate the fact that you didn't fucking lie to me. And that the understanding will come with age. And then it'll be easier for me to understand when I get older, and as I get older, than when you lie to me, and then I get to a certain point.
Yeah.
And then I'm, like, reliving everything like you said all over again. It's over my microphone and everything.
I'm just like noticing more things as I'm
done. I don't care anymore. Yeah.
What I will say is that the thing that hurt me I'll just come out with it. Fuck it. Why wait? The thing that hurt me the most finding out as an adult was that my mom padded and basically lied about the way things went down between her and my dad on multiple occasions at multiple different ages, and she had multiple chances to just be upfront with me about what had actually happened. And the way I had finally found out was that my stepmom and my dad had taken me to Zumbizi Bay. Or maybe back when it was still like Wyandotte. No, it was Zumbizi Bay.
So they take you to a fun ass place and they're like, hey.
Well, so I'm almost 17, I want to say. Or maybe I'm 17, almost 18.
Yeah.
And they're finally like, well, you're almost an adult, so we'll just like Carrie, my stepmom, had just been like dwelling on it ever since she started dating my dad and knew what had happened and watched him go through it and all the pain he went through dealing with my fucking mom. And like, she was one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet, but also one of the most like narcissistic and like self-absorbed, like just greedy because of her issues. Like,
yeah,
a lot of the things that like made her caring and supportive was that she could use that you thought she was caring and supportive as a way to manipulate you, which had its good and its bads, obviously. Like, she was a complicated person. So my stepmom, while we're like sitting down at the food court at Zumbizi Bay, finally like explains everything she watched my dad go through dealing with my mom in the period where like they were separating, and then the years where my dad was constantly calling her like, I want to be a part of my son's life. And my mom's like, no, and fighting him in court and like being a total douchebag and trying to get as much money as she possibly can out of him because it benefits her.
Yeah.
But she was using me as like a chess piece against my father. And all the while, I didn't know that I actually had a dad till I was 11. So like, there was multiple times where she'd be talking to somebody on the phone in the middle of the night in a heated tone, and that was my dad. And as a kid, I had no idea. But then when I finally found out, it was like all these times where it was like, she had told me that they had decided together to split up because they were so young and that he wasn't ready to handle it. And he was going through so much shit. And she had all of her things. And she had support from my grandma. So she was able to like take care of me, and he could go off and deal with his shit and then eventually come back together. But that never really happened. The only way I got to meet my dad was because he kind of forced his way back in after fighting with her so long. So when I'm sitting down with my stepdad, who I used to think was my dad, asking him, like, what is all this shit? With in mind what my stepmom had told me, and now what my stepdad is telling me after my mom's gone, is like, well, she'd been in and out of rehab before she even had me. And I hadn't known that till I talked to Bill, my stepdad. It was one of those things where like, oh, well, that's the piece of information nobody gave me, was that she was a drug addict before she even had me. I thought it was like she started in her mid-20s.
Right.
So when you tell me like that's been from before I was even conceived, she's been like this, well, then it all falls into place. And somebody should have fucking like made me aware that there was something wrong before then. By the time my mom has passed and I'm in my mid-20s and I'm finding this out, it's like, well, I've just been wondering this shit for 10 years. Like
almost like, was I the reason?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no way that
it's
like
just
you
so
couldn't
painful.
think of that too.
Yeah.
The way like going through that and you're like, well, am I the reason that she like became this person? And then you come to find out that like she was like this before she had you, and then you're like, well, that fucking makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
it's almost comforting and also like the worst thing at the same time.
I still don't know the specifics about my mom and dad. Yeah. I've always heard ask your mom and then ask your dad. Like, it's always that back and forth. I'm like, can y'all just fucking tell me what the fuck happened to y'all?
Yeah.
So I know what not to do, you know? Like, I've heard some shit about my dad, and I've obviously heard some shit about my mom. So it's like, I don't know who to believe in that situation. It's like, I just wish somebody would just tell me what the fuck really happened. Just so I just want to learn from y'all's mistakes. Like, that you're my parent, and that's kind of like, That's why I feel that you should tell your kids the truth, and
Yeah.
that it should just be a thing. Like that's just how it is. And thinking about it, and as you know, some of the things that I've dealt with in my life, telling my child that is going to be extremely difficult.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be fun. But I also don't want to lie to her. And I also don't want her to find it out in a bad way, especially after I'm gone. And then she can't ask me questions. And she can't find out from me, what is going on. Because I know that, plays a lot into it. And
I think parents think that they're protecting their kids, but when really what they're doing is finding a roundabout way to protect themselves until they're gone, and then you can't ask them anymore.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a tough thing to face, though. But I definitely think that you should face it as a parent. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Yeah.
And like I said, it's not gonna be something that's easy. But when the time comes, it'll definitely be a thing that I'm gonna have to relay.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, being honest in the moment's gonna help your kid out in the future, even if it sucks in the moment.
Yeah. And again, I coming with it with a sense of I want you to learn from my mistakes. I want you to be able to have knowledge that you wouldn't necessarily be able to have without going through it. But without going through it.
Yeah.
And that's only going to benefit you even more.
Well, it's not healthy to have heroes or look up to your parents who you think are perfect, because you're eventually gonna find out that they're not. And
Yeah.
The longer that takes, the more painful that's gonna be when you finally do find out oh, they're just regular people who don't really know what's going on, just like me. It's more shattering the later in life you find that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Is that the last one?
It was.
All right. Well, we did it.
And it was a big question.
Yeah.
It was a big question. I commend you for being able to talk about the things that we talk about. Because seriously, I can only imagine,
It takes a few beers.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
As you're talking about some of this shit, I tear up too. But I also think about it as, I gotta be strong for you, man. And I know that you're a really strong person and that you deal with this shit every day. I know. And I just commend you, man. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm happy that we can have these conversations together because we really do resonate with each other.
Yeah.
And we as the kids would say these days.
Please tell me we got all that.
Yeah. As the kids would say these days, we vibe together, bruh.
Yeah,
So
we vibing.
We vibing
Yeah.
together. And I really appreciate that.
It's a whole ass mood.
Yeah. Seriously.
I appreciate it too, man. We've both been through some shit. I think we can see and respect that in each other in a way that some friends don't.
Yeah.
We're super open about that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am running out of space on my laptop though. Because I need to move some shit around.
Yeah.
This is the first time that's ever happened, and we're at that point where we should end it anyway. So follow us on Facebook at Blue Skies from the Basement. Follow us on Instagram at Blue Skies Podcast. Send us an email at blueskiespodcast@gmail.com with any of your questions or answers to any of the questions that we had. You can call in or text at 614-600-2056.